Well, hello. Hello, YouTube and Twitch. How exciting for me to finally get this sorted out. It only took the last, I don't know, a couple of hours for me to figure out what I was doing with this software to get me out into two places at the same time. I'm excited. Hopefully this is the start of great things. Like everything else. It's the start of something really amazing. Trust me. Let's hope so. So what I want to do is have a go at testing some of the default helicopters in Sim Update 5. I've had a quick little play with a couple of things. I have already done a stream to Twitch with the Bell 407, which has been updated from the Nemeth Designs model to an entirely new, apparently, model from AnyBuilds, and it has problems. It has serious problems. It has embarrassing problems. It shouldn't have gone in this state. It's a real pity. I think for the developer as well, for that to have gone live, it doesn't make you look great. So many weird things wrong with the Bell 407. Switches don't work. Things not animated properly. Those hideous yellow rivets. Oh my god! In that red color scheme. What else? The flight model seems to have been copied from the Quick Flight Striker, and that is not a compliment. The pedals work like a drone, so it just snaps into place. When you roll, it doesn't turn; it just hangs on its side. Hello, David. How good to see you, and so glad that you could join me. Yeah, so different time of day. It's a what day is it? It's a Tuesday evening. Never try to work out time zones live. It's a Tuesday evening in the east coast of Australia, and really great that I could maybe have you join us. Probably on a Tuesday morning, I suspect, up in the UK. So great to have you along. Thanks for saying hello. What else? Yes, so rolling the helicopter doesn't result in a turn. It just hangs on its side. Like, I think that would rip the rotor off if it was doing that in real life. And you can kind of get it going sideways. I had it going 80 knots sideways. Ridiculous. The Bell 407, the updated 407. New model from AnyBuilds. A diabolical mess, in my opinion. Maybe they'll get it sorted out. Well, I mean, it'll improve. I mean, I think what we've seen in the past from Thursday. It is not Thursday. It is absolutely... I refuse to believe that it's Thursday, David. Fact check on 10:40 Zulu and on Thursday, if you don't mind, please. Tuesday even. It was confusing enough. Trying to work out what time zone I'm in, let alone trying to fact check that one as well. Thank you. Yes, good to have you on a Tuesday morning. I hope you had your morning cornflakes and cup of tea or whatever it is that you like. So I am very disappointed with the state of the AnyBuilds 407. What I was saying was that Microsoft does, in the fullness of time, require developers to get their stuff sorted out, right? So obviously Microsoft has paid for a new 407. What we do know is that they have internal teams that log all the bugs and it all goes on a list and it gets sorted out. It's just a bit of a mystery to me why they went through that process. They presumably went through that process, but didn't, but still put it live in SU5 rather than just waiting a bit longer. I mean, it would have been fine surely to have waited for the AnyBuilds 407 to have had a bit more work done on it before going live. It didn't have to be when Sim Update 5 went live. I don't know. What a pity. What a pity. So let's start to have a look at a couple of things in here. Just checking my output here. Yes, so this is exciting for me going out live in two places at the same time. Hello, 18 of you in total. So that's off to a good start. Thank you. Yay. I want to see this work well. So I thought today I'll try the R66. I'll try the EC135, which apparently has had some more work done. I only want to try the R66 because I just haven't flown it for so long. So let's get on board this thing and give it a go. I am going to... Oh, do I need the... What am I going to do? I'll get that going. Had a bit of feedback that people might want the input viewer rather than the overhead camera, but we can have both if we need it. But sometimes the input viewer just kind of below the overhead camera can sometimes work, so you can see the anti-torque position. That seems to look okay, doesn't it? Is that all right? Let's move it over here a bit more. Unfortunately, the input viewer never remembers its position, so I have to sort of resize and redo it each time, so I think that's okay. Weight and balance, I generally like to test these full, so flight performances, mass and balance. Let's get the little R66 full up, please, all the way. So 4 people on board, and we'll leave a bit of space for fuel there. Load immediately, please. Fuel, get that full up as well. And we're at 1131 kilos there out of a 1225. I haven't checked the charts or anything, but we, at Mount Beauty, one of my favourite locations for testing because it's just pretty, it is blowing 2 knots from 299, and it's 11 degrees outside. I set the time, the weather conditions to be a bit earlier from today, so I think that'll work all right. I think that'll be all right. So just check I've got that working up there as well. Excellent. So yes, no issues with density, altitude today. I wouldn't have thought. We are not particularly high. 1,100 feet field elevation here. Not hot. The wind's reasonable, so I think we should be okay there. I will prepare not to freak out. So let's start to think about getting this set up over here. Which is not done through there. It's done through here. Checklists, pre-flight, that's all fine. So collective, full travel, up we go, down we go. That's working. Flight controls free. Interesting that the machine's not shaking around. That's just the anticipation view from chase plane. Or possibly FS realistic as well. So yeah, that's what that's all about. Rotor Blake 7, brrr, with that strange skeletal sound, is it says it's engaged, but I don't really want it engaged. But anyway, so let's get down here. We are all fine. Avionics strobe nav. Where is the anti-icing in the? It's down here. So we're in the off position. Haven't flown this for a long time. Landing light is in the. That's the hydraulics. Landing light is in the off position. At least the tooltips work. At least the positions of these things work. Oh no, these don't work with chase plane. Is that right? I think chase plane's had an update and I haven't grabbed it yet. I wonder if that's a factor there. I wonder if that is a factor. Let's not worry too much about that then. So landing light, avionics master can be off. Altimeter, I'll just cheat with the comma key. There we go. 1140, wasn't it? There we go. Hydraulic switch turn, hydraulic switch on. It is on. Starting engine, battery comes on. Not greeted with any sounds here. I think I was expecting the Bell 206, which starts, so you hear fans and stuff lighting up. Strobe comes on. Igniter key is enabled. Fuel shutoff valve is closed. In you go, and the cover goes on. Does it? Or am I thinking of the Cowan? The fuel shutoff is closed, which means that the thing is pulled. Okay, slightly confusing. Starter on, and then fuel shutoff valve is open once we start the starter. EGT 15%, so I don't have to worry about throttle here. I'll put the throttle on 0. Our throttle is closed because I skipped a step there. All right. You can do it, Matthew. Hold down the hold down the start button, which is on here, isn't it? So I'll just use this one here on my collective. And that's a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. That's enabled. All right, what have I done wrong? Airflow, not a factor. Gen, avionics, strobe, nav. Gen, of course the gen's not on. So let me just pop down here first and check that. Okay, so we've enabled the starter and the starter is not doing anything. That's not promising. What have I missed? What have I missed with the Robinson R66? Battery strobe, igniter is enabled. Fuel shutter valve is closed, which means that it's pulled. The throttle is closed. It's off. Don't tell me that needs to actually be on in this rendition. That'd be ridiculous. Let's leave it at about there. Oof, dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, does this actually trigger that animation there? That still thinks it's in. So that, okay. Joystick base, search by input, that one. Wrong device, throttle base. Search by input, that one. Set starter is fine. So unless it's a specific, there are no. Are there any specific inputs defined for the R66? There are not. Well, I guess I'll have to give in and go Control E. I don't much like that. Hello, OV10. Nice to see you. I might just call you Bronco. The R66 almost has as good visibility as a Bronco, don't you reckon? Don't you reckon? I think you could sort of persuade yourself that that has almost... Why is the rotor going that fast? That cannot be from the wind. So surely I'll just stop that. Okay, instant stop. Has the R66 got worse? Seriously. Okay, so I push the starter, I get no sound, and then the rotor starts spinning with no indications on here. Wow. Push that in. Turn that up a bit. That's concerning. Well, if I've done something wrong, it's not clear to me what it is, so I'll put it back to how I think that, because that fuel valve down there's not an issue. It's disabled in this, inoperative. I don't think these breakers do anything. Oh dear. Control E, cheating. So the fuel valve went in. We have actually started up this time. Not clear to me what I've done wrong there. Throttle's on 100%. That seems unrealistic. Engine torque finally moving, is it? There it goes. I'll just cut the throttle because that's silly. Well, not cut it, but just turn it down. I seem to remember something like this in the very early days of the R66, but is that a regression? That it wouldn't start up? Yeah, that's concerning. That is concerning. What does it mean? What does it mean? I thought that was sorted out a long time ago. And now it's not starting up again. Why? Because I had the hydraulic system on? Come on. I don't know. Fuel shutter valve was now open and in EGT. Well, who knows, because I let the Control E do it. 15.1 increasing. Yeah, 15. Well, that's all fine. Oil pressure, well, that's sort of green. It's a little bit low. Avionics master switch can come on now. It's gone on for me. I'll put those nav lights on as well. Avionics master switch is also on. Lift collective slightly. We want to hear a low RPM horn with the throttle down. There it is. Can I disable that horn? Low RPM. I cannot. The breakers don't do anything. So let's put that back in. What else can I test actually? Hydraulic, anti-ice. Lights are generally quite easy to check. So what? Breaker? Strobe, light, landing light. I think that was already out. Very quiet exterior sounds. Okay, the landing light is working on there. That's great. And if I just put that breaker, now it's in, so that should make no difference. Okay, so the breakers don't do anything on the whatever. I mean, it's a default aircraft. It'd be nice if they did. I mean, it's just a switch. It's not like complicated logic, is it? All right. Well, even though I wonder what the contracts look like when they commission these from third-party developers. Like, presumably it specifies what they want and what they don't need and so on. Collective is fully down. Thrust. It's cross between the throttle and thrust, so we're going to increase thrust. So engine torque at 20. N1. I think the governor's going to grab it. And it's something going to go, wow. Bronco, yes, I am now multi-streaming. So you will find me on Twitch also, if that's your thing. Yeah, there we go. I nudged it up 1 more millimeter and the governor's going, I wish that was a bit smoother. What if I turn that governor off? Is that the switch over here? Let me just compare that on the collective. Whoa. Alright, so if that's the governor switch, it's not actually on. It's not actually it's not clickable. So there is no governor in this. Is there a governor in the R66? That's how long since I've touched it. If it is, I bet you it's modeled better in the Cowan than this. In fact, before I jump onto the next default machine I want to test, I might have a quick go at the Cowan R66 as well, to cleanse the palette, as it were. All right, so we're all green and green up here. That's great. Green, green, green. Just into the green oil pressure and temperature. Fine. Amps, yeah. Nothing else to test down here. 11 degrees outside. That's what we saw before. I'll just stop that blinking down there. Okay. Thank you, Bronco / Vulcan. You might be the same person or you might not be, but thank you either way. So, Robinson, we need left and left power pedal, and I'm going to look out. Now, traditionally, the collective mapping always came on far too rapidly with this machine. What do you think of the balance between me and the engine sound? Is the engine sound too soft right now? It seems soft in my system, but I'm not sure. So there's the meter and there's my voice. It feels like I'm 15 times louder than the engine. Has that changed? Sound. I always have that on 50 for reasons that are boring to explain. I'll just bump it up here a bit. 70. Small difference. Just let me know. Is the balance okay, or do you want more helicopter? Because it seems quite soft to me right now. Okay, where was I? Left and left, and looking out. I've got the Toby eye tracking on. I've got FS Realistic, so we've got a bit of downwash sounds there. It's not a bad pickup. It's nicer when it's got some weight in it. Traditionally, I remember this one always used to leap off the ground like crazy. So just power check, so it'll be a bit hard to fly. I'm at about 74% torque. I realised I was madly clicking on all of my buttons for governors and engine starters on my throttle base, but you didn't see it because I haven't got the down overhead camera on today, so don't know. I mean, this is quite a twitchy helicopter compared to ones I've flown recently in the sim. Let's try a 90-degree turn here. So that was adding power pedal. So I would have thought that should just dip us down a bit. I think we're going a little bit more into the wind that way though. So if I go left now, we should definitely lower down a bit, I would have thought. Barely. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, alright. So right now. Now it should come up a bit. I touched the ground, but yeah, okay. That stuff's working alright. Not a lot of... I've just forgotten the name of the effect, but the induced torque from the tail rotor will send the helicopter off to the right. So therefore I need to compensate with a bit of left cyclic, which does not appear to be required at the moment. I'm into the wind, to be fair. Maybe if I just go a bit more lateral to the wind. Is more left cyclic required? Barely. So the wind's now sort of at my left. So that should bring us back up there. Just double check that I am... It's about 300, isn't it? Right, so... That compass is wrong. So 3-2. Let me just come over here. No one on final. I think I've turned off traffic. Don't really get very much general aviation traffic when you've got AI traffic on, I feel. Get on the center line, as it were, and then make everything else worse. There it goes. Oh, come on. That just ended up looking bad. What did I say I was going to do with the compass? Close enough. So, wind is actually kind of on my nose right now. So I might just want to do a couple more just tests with the wind there. So coming through... No, what do I want? That one. So I might just turn left, and I want to see a small loss of tail rotor of effectiveness, although the wind's only 3 knots, it's not much, is it? Here we go. Stirring the pot there a bit. Just relax the hand, maybe it could be good. That's better, although then I make it worse. So what I'm interested in though is a turn to the left. I want to see more left pedal required, and I want to see the helicopter moving to the left. More left pedal is required, barely. And we're not moving to the left at all. What is the name of that effect? Where the tail rotor induces the translational tendency. That's what I was trying to look for. So where's the tail rotor now? It looks like about 50% on that scale. It's a bit hard for me to do both things. And so if I come back over here, is it still 50%? So I'll just get it straightened up again. Kind of is still 50%, isn't it? I know I'm not doing a very good job here. Should be nicely weather vaning right now, and it's not. It's still feeling a bit difficult. Ooh, what to make of all of that? What to make of all of that? Yeah, translating tendency, not much of a thing in the... Just turn that off. Translating tendency, not much of a thing in the R66 right now. So I had about 3 to 4 knots of wind on my right, and I didn't need to use more tail rotor when I turned with the wind on my right. So the amount of tail rotor was the same, and there's basically no translating tendency. Be interesting just to hop in the Cowan actually as well. I might do that. I might just go for a quick little flight in this. I don't remember if I kind of tested the default R66 so thoroughly in the past. I just basically today wanted to see how it works, because we've had this case where the default 407's kind of been wrecked. In Sim Update 5 with this unfinished business from AnyBuilds. Very disappointing that got signed off. And I just want to come back and just look at some of these other ones. The default R66 is from Coronado, or at least was. I don't think it's been sort of nationalised into the main system yet, or if they've got plans for that. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Just having a bit of a close think about how the stuff is working in Sim Update 5. So I've only got 2 knots. Okay, before I just get going with a little bit of a flight test, I'm going to do that test one more time with a slightly stronger wind. So I do not want live weather. I want whatever that'll do. We can say 299. We'll keep it about the same, but we'll make the wind significantly stronger. 15 knots, come on. You won't be able to avoid that. Can we see the windsock moving? It's behind me. That doesn't look like 15 knots, does it? It looks like sort of 7. Oh, is this meters a second again? Surely not. That says knots. Alright, so we see the windsock going up. This looks like meters per second. Okay, I'll try to... It says 21 on here. What does it say in my info bar? 10. So the scale is wrong. The scale is... So when did that happen? Is this something to do with your regional settings? So if I were to go into... Oh, God. There's a lot, isn't there? It's quite a complicated little simulator, this thing. What do I want? I want the localization stuff. Language. Hybrid. So let's just go US system. Ugh. I can say that because there's probably no Americans on right now. 21 knots. But the info bar is still saying 10. So this is still meters per... Oh my God. How am I... Okay. Just deal with it. It's wrong. So I'll change that setting back. Goodness me. So I would have thought that changing this to US system was going to result in... I'll leave it on hybrid. Metric hybrid is similar to the metric system but uses feet for altitude. That's what I want. But we have just found that Yuka, not a group flight today, but hello to you. I'm just doing a Do you know what? I might just go into all players just if people want to just fly around and have a laugh. I don't mind. But I'm just doing a bit of testing with some of these default aircraft. I'm at YMBT, but I don't have multiplayer on yet, but I can turn it on in a sec. If you just want to fly around and have a laugh, I don't mind. I don't really. This is not a journey. It's just I'm just doing some testing at the airport. I'll do some circuits, try a little auto rotation. I'm just trying to measure all of this business here. Hello. I'm not quite sure how to say your name. Timel Shiwa. Good to see you. Just you might correct me on how I say your name or if I can shorten it. But thanks for saying hi. Perfect, Timel Shiwa. There we go. Stefan, regarding the 407, I guess it will never be fixed as any build seems to only fix their own payware. Same not fixing critical issue with the YS11 since day one. Yeah, that's a pity. So, now just remind me, the YS11 is the Japanese turboprop, which came... How long ago has that been out? Did that come out with a Japanese... with the Japanese World Update? So does that mean it's... How old is the YS11? How long have you been waiting for a fix for the YS11? Okay, so that says 24 knots, but my info bar says it's 12. So this is not knots, it's meters per second, even when I changed the units of measurement. That's extremely annoying. Okay, 12 knots. So, I'm going to Matthew gets annoyed. Yo, says Tom. Good to see you, Tom. All right, let's try this lift again. I want to see... oh, dear idea. So what are we going to see this time? We should see a bit more of a tendency for the aircraft to go backwards, so more forward cyclic required. About 0.5 millimeter, if that. So... much less left pedal required now, so it's weather vaning now. That's good. So if I go left now, we're going to see hopefully a loss of effectiveness. Yes, good. So look where the pedal position is now. Still not much translating tendency. You would have thought with that much left, I would need considerable... Sorry, with that much left pedal in. Okay, well, maybe it is, because I'm using a little bit of right side click there to keep it on position. So maybe that is working okay. So if I let it go this way now, it should move up because I'm using less thrust. It doesn't. I'm using less thrust as a result of the tail rotor having less pitch on it. Okay, so, oh gosh, so what do we make of that? So the R66 does respond sensibly to a bit more wind than 2 knots, but I still didn't see a whole lot of translating tendency there, so that's an interesting little observation. Wonder what it's like if I go this way. The rotor should be more effective this way because it's biting into the wind. Whoops. Okay, what happened there? It was bad piloting, probably. So let's just get this back over here. Okay, interesting. It's requiring, it looks like about 25% left pedal. So less than when it was the other way. Because the wind's moving through the tail rotor now instead of from behind it. And this time it should go down a bit. It did go down a bit there because I was using more thrust to go left. More power to turn left. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down and just think about this for a couple of minutes. Just a minute. Oh, Tom, how do you join me? I haven't turned on multiplayer, but I will in a minute. So I'm going to switch to... I'm going to do one circuit. Then I'm going to switch to the cow one because I just want to compare some of the stuff. And then I'm going to get to the EC135 because that's kind of the one I really want to check today, just to see how that's going. Whew. Boy, oh boy. So I don't think the translating tendency is quite right in this helicopter. I also expected the tail rotor to be a bit more effective when we had that wind coming from the 9 o'clock. When it was coming from the 3 o'clock, I needed a lot more, so that felt sensible, but it needed almost nothing with 10 knots of headwind. Is it still 12 knots, in fact? Just click that info bar back on. 12 knots, yeah. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, the physics are different now. Certainly the raised object physics. I don't think I've got any raised objects here at Mount Beauty. I think some of the buildings in town, actually, so we could have a quick experiment with that. So we don't get flung off a raised platform anymore, thankfully. I'll go and try. I'll go and try and land on a building. So let's just do pick up, and you'll see that we don't get flung off, and we can prove it with the visualization. So that's a custom building there on my left. So I don't think that's a fair test because I don't think... Why are those trees changing from winter to summer? Because I don't think, as a modelled building, that all of them are solid. So these ones are also custom, so I think I'll just go into town a bit more. Just so I'm a little bit more confident that I'm landing on a flat surface. Very easy to sort of over-talk it, actually. Like it feels like I've got less than half collective, and I do, because I can see it on the scale down there. Okay, here's a flat surface. I was going a bit faster there than I realised. Right, so I'll creep over from the side, which is where you used to have the worst problems. And I'm going to do that circuit, then I'll switch to the Cowan, and I'll turn the multiplayer on in case anyone wants to have a laugh. Creep over from the side. We do not get flung up, although we are settling down. So we didn't seem to really get a whole lot of ground effect benefit there. Oh, Simblets! Oh, you are turning into a... Hey, what's happened? You're turning into a regular. Nice to see you, Simblets. Yeah, this roof is... not as solid as I thought it was going to be. Which might also explain why the why I didn't notice any ground effect when I came in. So what shall we do? Let's go outside. This is always really hard to fly from out here. Let's turn on Alt 6. No, Alt 5. Yes. Can I? I think the helicopter might be probably stuck now, so I'll just go up a bit. Get that collector ready. Anything could happen from here. This thing could speed off at 100 knots, so this could be a complete mess. Ah! Well, I'm not... Where am I? Inside it? Alright. Great demonstration, Matthew. You're really good. Really effective. Let's... that was because I came out of slew. Okay. Just... It sounds like an artillery practice, doesn't it? The sound effects from FS Realistic Plus. What I am trying to do is to find a flat surface again, because now when I went... There it is, I can see it in front of me now. Those are effects from FS Realistic Plus. Probably a little bit loud. Or is the R66 just really quiet? The R66 seems really quiet. F5? No, F6? Alright, so can we see an effect when we get over this roof? This is really hard for me to fly from out here. Yeah, the only way for me to... Oh god, that roof is not solid. Do you know what? This is not really a fair test because I need a proper helipad to do it. But I'm pretty confident... Right, what's wrong with you? So we've got an RPM warning. Why? It's gonna just... No, I'll just let it go. Probably because I've damaged it with crashing it 3 times. Or can I rescue it? Test pilot for the win. I think in one of my various crashes there, it just got low. It just the RPM got low and it couldn't speed it up again. Simblitz, yes, I'm a little bit crashy today, but this is I'm testing. I'm testing, so it's okay to crash. In fact, it's encouraged. That's what I'm telling myself. Okay, I want to fly a circuit. And I want to see if I can overspeed the rotor when we come back into land. So I'm a little bit sus about some of the hover performance that I saw there. That is a very nice blade slap from FS Realistic. Crash testing, Tim Oshiwa. You bet I was. Alright, now. Has this now got... Why is it turning so slowly? Okay. I feel maybe this has been changed in the simulator. So just keep an eye on the string there as well. So if I now back off to the left, I should probably need a bit of right. Looks like it's auto-coordinated. So there's the balance ball right in the center. Where's the string? Can't see it. Wait, where is the string? The string... Oh. Where's my string? Okay. I need that string to actually work. What? Okay, weird string behavior, and it doesn't quite match the turn coordinator. And I thought that term was a bit weird. Maybe the R66 was always maybe not that great, and I just am now subjecting it to more scrutiny than what I previously did. So... anyway, it's interesting. I mean, the state that it's currently in is valid, right? That's useful information for me and for other people to know. Well, here's our amazing circuit coming to an end. Can I overspeed this rotor? So we're going to dive down and I will... So we've got 80 knots on now, or is it 90? Yes. Right. Sorry, I can't even read it. Alright, so down we go. Collective down. Can I overspeed it? Yeah! Alright, we didn't overspeed it, so I'm a bit suspect about that as well. This helicopter is fully loaded. Bit of a traditional problem in MSFS 2024 with the... rotor not doing what you'd want it to do, I think. Would have thought that that was going to hang on to... I would have thought that was going to overspeed with the way I was treating it then, which was diabolically. The auto rotation physics have gone, Tom. Well, let's have a look. I'll try and auto rotate it. Now, I don't think that the R66 ever was a proper auto rotator, but that was not a great demo there, was it, that you just saw? So this wants the left pedal now, according to the string, which I can now actually see. So there's the coordinated turn, where we're not losing too much speed. It's very hard to not over-torque it. Hang on, if I'm doing an auto, I need a bit higher than this, so I'll just cheat here. Okay. We'll try an auto here. I'm not terribly confident it's going to really work. In fact, I'm confident that it's not going to work. I'll just try and get a bit more height. Climbing at 1,000 feet. I'm at the top of the green torque arc. The instruments are quite hard to read in this helicopter, aren't they? You feel quite a long way back. Maybe a little bit more zoom. Stefan, let me just... I'll just pause for 1 second and read your message. The tail rotor becomes less authority to move the tail. If you lower the forward speed, it becomes good again. Yeah, sounds authentic to me. I'm a real-life pilot. Okay. So when you're flying at cruise speed, just turn this off, the pause off, the vertical stabilizer at the back there weather vanes your helicopter, so you need less tail rotor when you're in cruise. In most cases. Some helicopters, just with the way they balance, you might actually need a tiny bit of opposite to the power pedal, like the Cadbury's like that. So let's just kill the throttle right now. Collective goes on the floor. I try and maintain... I think it's, what is it? Is it 50 or 60 in the RX-66? So I'm going really fast right now. Now we're overspeeding the rotor. Barely. 70. $60. Is that definitely cut? Yeah. So we're a little fast. I would have thought we'd still be overspeeding now. We are a little bit. I'm just going to pull a bit of collective to... Whoa, that's got to go on. Yeah, not surprising. We'll try and flare, and that was very badly organised. Thinking about some of that. I'm going to try that one more time. And then I'm going to switch to the Cowan. And I'll switch on multiplayer as well. I'm going to do one more attempt at auto. Alright, I'll just fling it around. Oh. Low RPM warning. Okay, so top of the green band. Climb out at 60. I actually don't know what VY is in the RX-66. I assume it's about 60. Might be 50. So, around we go. A bit of left pedal required. Alright, this is looking a bit better when I concentrate on the coordinating the turn better. I was suspicious that it wasn't really turning at first. I don't know why. Why is it fine now? And I was getting all annoyed about it before. This is about the same angle I was on initially. Again, I'm just going to cheat here just for the sake of making this a bit faster. Just get a slew up a little bit. So one more auto in the R66 from the default one. Bit of a mixed bag from testing today. I don't know that anything's got worse. I just wonder if maybe I'm just scrutinizing it a bit more heavily than what I was previously. So maybe I'm part of the issue. Alright, so round we go left, and then I'll kill it. I've got I kill it with the throttle lever on my throttle base, which you can't see because I don't have the overhead camera on right now. I can turn it on if you want it. Alright, so it really only starts turning when we're about there. A little slightly suspect about that. Hi, Digital Aeronautics! Oh, now you're asking a great question. Oh, you've just asked such a great question. Okay, killing the throttle. Collective goes all the way down. I'm going much too fast. I might overshoot the runway at this rate because I've just been too busy trying to look at the chat window as well. Try and get some of that speed down. There's 70. There's 60. Keep the nose down. We'll try and get in at 60. Okay, good. No collective yet. We're going to flare it. Pull collective. Oh, that was a little bit dramatic. In fact, way too dramatic. Oof! Okay, I just flared it too much because I'm too excited by Digital Aeronautics' question. So you're asking, oh creator of MI2, if you think a study level R44 would be popular in MSFS. Well, I think there would be a dedicated market of people who have flown the R44 in real life who would love to have a study level R44 in MSFS 2024. However, it would need to be two things. It would need to be very accurate, because if it's not accurate, then people will know, lots of people will know very quickly. So there'd be a very strong need to get it to perform very accurately. Secondarily, does the R44 have a broad market appeal? And that is a different question, right? So what has a broad market appeal, right? The Huey, the MH60 pack, although what everyone really wanted was a Black Hawk, right? So people bought the MH60. Of course, the MH60 is a great add-on and everything, but they bought the MH60 because they could imagine themselves at the controls of a UH-1H. No, a UH-60A or something. So that's a popular add-on. But then, like, you know, Tauxhang is developing a Dauphin, and I mean, that's reasonably widespread. But that sounds like it's going to be a popular add-on because it's from such a trusted manufacturer. Oh, it's such a good question. It's such a good question. I don't know. That's, you know, you'd be staking quite a lot of business on that to make a choice like that. R44, niche market, who definitely would buy it if they know that it's good. So I would love... Personally, for me, I would love to see a study level R44 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think that'd be I think it's crying out for it. I think it's crying out for it. But it's kind of a bit of a niche kind of area. I mean, on the other hand, like people still make C-172, Cessna 172s, right? People buy those. I mean, there is a default one in the sim, but I mean, then people will do it like an historic version. Do you know, if you were doing an R44 pack, maybe you would get value if you did like a pack where you could get the different variants all in one pack. I mean, the overall model would be kind of almost the same, but then there would be different performance variations with the different generations of R44. Look, I think people would buy it, but it wouldn't necessarily have huge market appeal, especially because there's already a default R66 in the simulator, even though it's not that great. So, I mean, it looks nice. The R66 today, I'm semi-impressed with what I'm seeing today with the flight performance. I think something's could be better, and I couldn't start it. So anyway, I'm going to end that flight there, but I'm going to go right back into Mount Beauty, and I'm going to switch on multiplayer this time. So if anyone wants to buzz around and be an idiot, that's all right. I give you permission, all players. So I'll leave that on there. It's Mount Beauty YMBT. I'll just put that in the chat for you, YMBT. Has that gone to both? Yes, it has. So this time I'm going to select the Cowan R66. Oh, sorry, and you're also talking about the Gazelle, which is coming. So we're getting a Gazelle. It's very advanced. I think he was already submitting it to Microsoft. Fly Inside and Rick, Rotor Rick is who I'm talking about. So Fly Inside have made a Gazelle, and it should be on its way soon. How soon? Don't know. Depends how many problems he has to fix in the testing phase, or the ingestion phase in the marketplace. So that's going to be interesting to see how long that takes. There's always going to be something, and it's fine. It's his first 2024 dedicated product, so it's understandable that the stuff would come up. Yeah, you're welcome, Digital Aeronautics. I think I've told you this once before. Like I want every add-on to be successful, right? I want every helicopter add-on to be successful. Oh, Cowan Sim, that panel doesn't look great, does it? It's pretty low resolution compared to what we were just looking at. Those FS Realistic Plus sounds are a bit annoying. So what profile have I got here? I'm going to copy the profile from the R66 would make sense. Copy that. This is an FS Realistic Plus. And I'm going to turn the sound down because this, I believe, has got the immersive audio sound pack still installed. Yeah, that's pretty low resolution, isn't it, compared to what we were just looking at? Not much detail on the panel there. So let's just see if I can start it without even looking at the checklist. This is also a different shaped panel, isn't it? Yes, Skolala Tanya. Hopefully I did your name okay. Yeah, the a good R44 would be the equivalent of a Cessna 152, 172. A great trainer. And like massively popular. There's thousands of them. Are there thousands of R44s? There must be. Yeah. Tom, going back to yours, Cowan's R66 is better in my opinion. I've flown an R44 and they're pretty similar. Yeah, a bit more power in the R66, but it will be available in the marketplace. But will it be available in the marketplace? Are you talking about the Gazelle, Tom? The Gazelle, I think will only, no, it can't be. I was going to say only available in the marketplace. That can't be true because he had it on his website for a while by accident. So Tom, I assume you're talking about the fly-inside Gazelle there. Tom Questa, has the throttle axis binding for the default RC6 now been corrected? I was just using it and it seemed okay. I swear it couldn't be used before, and I'm interested in knowing how you cut it for auto rotation. You need the overhead camera setup, and you'll see it again. It's exactly the same process in this helicopter. So I'll just switch to the scene, and I'll bring back the overhead camera, and I will bring in the input viewer, which is always in the wrong place. Try and put it underneath that, so you can see the pedal position. Is that okay? That's all right, isn't it? It's sort of underneath the stick there. All right, good. Right. So the throttle was fine. Oh, and to answer your question, so just look at my throttle controller here. I have the throttle on this controller here, and you can see it's rolling the throttle here in the Cowan R66, and so it did in the default R66. Oh no, we don't have a governor in the R66. We've got an engine beep. That's what that is. So is that model to that? No, it's not. Okay, but we've got a starter switch there. All right, I'm not going to worry about that now, but I am going to start it up. Oh, I don't have any views set for this. Oh my god, this is going to take a couple of minutes. So how do I reset this view? I need to go. This will take 2 minutes. So this is how I do chase plane. Pilot. I put that on my Shift F1 so that my controls work, so that my Stream Deck works. Main panel, we can have that on Shift F2 is my standard for that. Save. Overhead, I'd normally put on 3, but there isn't one on here. Upper panel? Well, sure, you can be on 3. Passenger, I'd put on 4, but there isn't a passenger, so maybe I'll just skip that for now. Spot view, I like to have on 6. Save shortcut on 6. And drone, there is no drone camera here. Weird. So create a drone camera? A chase. Was there a chase camera there? But I was just getting confused. Chase view. There was. So I'm just I'm just getting confused. So yes, delete that one. So chase view I want on Shift F8, I believe. And I usually have a backwards one on. Okay, that's half done. That's enough for now. Right, okay. So legendary setup as well. It's all right. I mean, it's not a helicopter specific setup, Tom, but it does what I need it to do, right? It does what I need it to do. So that's good. Right, now starting it up. So I think, oh yeah, I forgot about this. That's handy. VNE. Right. Power on VNE. Okay, all right. It's the VY I'm interested in. So what am I doing? I am, wow, it's such a different panel. I'm sort of thrown by the fact that I can't even see the battery switch. Oh, shall I do it properly? Before starting, circuit breakers and alternator hydraulic switch on. Is it on by default? It is. Oh, the battery's right there. Classic. Is it 21 degrees? Okay, there's missing a dot there. It can't be 21. Oh, maybe it is. What does the info bar say? 22. Yeah, because I've got fake weather on. Fake weather. So, get that strobe on, and we will enable the starter, which is up here. On you come. No sound. The shut-off valve is out. The throttle is down. I've got the starter here on the throttle as well, so I'm just going to watch the RPM come up. See, it does work in here. Get that in. Up you come. Hot start avoided. Or has it? Ooh. Alright, I've hot started it. Wonder why. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Probably because I had too much throttle in. So that's now what? 0. Nice startup sound. This is from immersive audio for sure. Start her off. I'm just rolling up the throttle now. There we go, 70. Didn't want that to go all the way up there though. Ah, yeah. Oh, I love a good sound pack. One of my favourite things is a good sound pack. And this immersive audio sound pack for the Cowan R66 is bloody brilliant. Listen to how good that sounds. That sounds 20 times better than the default one. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, why is it going down? It's not. Or was it? Okay. Again, pretend that wasn't happening. Alright. Oh, that was just so satisfying, hearing a good sound pack. On, and on. We can have all of that on. Don't much like that old-fashioned GPS there. I think I can switch that here. Oh, this has now got SAS. Well, we won't be using that now, will we? That'd be silly. So let's just get that barrow faked. So wind's coming for 300, so it should be pretty much on our nose right now. Is there an autopilot off switch there now? Amazing. Just get the rest of the... Let's get the throttle all the way up. Was the governor had already grabbed it. Oh, what did I say about the panel there? Where's the switch for it? Mode. Just don't want this here. Where is the switch for it on this machine? Seriously, where is the switch for it? He usually puts it in here somewhere. Where is the switch? Oh, but it's here. Panel option. Get that on. Can I get that on? No? No, don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Panel option. Oh, yeah. Would that have meant I got less confused? It's still a very different panel from the... oh, I don't want that digital display. Or do I? No, I think I want the analog. But I just don't want this down here. So the only way to not have that is to have that glass cockpit. Oh well, I'll just deal with it. F1. Okay, great. Alright, let's test the Cowan compared to what we just had. One, it starts up. The R66 does not start up. Okay, I followed the procedure, it did not start up. The Cowan one does start up. So there's an improvement. Right, let's just now try to see what happens here. So I was a little bit concerned about the lack of a translating tendency in that... Go away. Can't stand there messages when I'm just... Shoot! Alright. Why don't I have head tracking? There it is. Reset. How's my position? I think it's alright. I feel like I'm a little bit far forward. Yep. But now I cannot read that at all. That is way too small. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have to just give up and go for that horrible thing down here. It's not horrible. I'd just rather not have that. That's all. Like, it's got such great visibility, the Rodson helicopters. I wanted to enjoy it. Okay, take off, hurry up. Left and left. How much left pedal does it need? We should be getting a bit of weather veining right now, so probably not too much pedal required. Listen to that ground effect sound. You beauty, immersive audio. You beauty. Okay, we have translating tendency and also a terrible pickup. So let's just try that one more time. Ooh. Oh, that collective was hard to... Wow, that was hard. Okay, let's just try that sensibly one more time. So just with a bit more concentration, Matthew. Looking at... Whoa! Sheesh, that came on fast. What am I doing wrong here? It feels like this is also... The collective mapping's weird in this as well. It comes on very soon. I haven't increased the weight. Fail. So I always prefer to test with the weight on. Yeah, very light. That's why. Poor piloting. Alright, so that's pretty much full now according to that. No density issues today, so all fine. Oh, that's better. Okay, not a great pickup, but better when I had a bit of weight in and I was anticipating that. Okay, a bit of left pedal required there, even though we're into the wind. So let's just get over the runway and test that out. Just do a quick little check here of some basic helicopter phenomena. I'm just going to just reset that, that's better. I'm going to go left pedal and we should see a decrease in height. Yep. Just let that settle down and I'll use right pedal and we should see a slight increase in height. Just once I get it settled. Yep, okay. Oh. Right, and now we should increase. No, we're going down. Oh, because I've still got left in, that's why. Oh well, maybe that's bad test piloting. This sound pack is so good. Immersive Audio, you have done such a great job with this. You deserve more credit, actually. I haven't talked about you for ages, Immersive Audio. Good job. Hasn't Echo 19 just completely dominated the sound scene now? I mean, he's doing great work, don't get me wrong, but he's almost like everyone just goes to Echo 19 now. So, I believe Immersive Audio... Actually, I don't know this. I was going to say, I think they might have more helicopter recordings, but they just haven't done the packs yet. But I'm not sure about that. So I could be wrong. Alright, so this one's a little bit floatier and you need to anticipate it a bit more. So it's a bit less direct than the default. So you just need to think ahead, which I think is probably accurate. It's a little less twitchy and it's a little bit more floaty in a way, like the MI2, Digital Aeronautics, if you're still there. The MI2 is super, super, super floaty and heavy. And this one is a little bit more floaty and heavy than the default R66. So just going to try that pedal turn one more time. So we've now got the good. That's kind of what I wanted to see. So that time we lost. Okay, I'm going to do that again. So that time, again, we are having the breeze, the 12-knot breeze, come through the back of the rotor, the tail rotor. So I expect I need more. Let's just compare it. I'll do it properly this time. So putting down the runway. So it looks like I've got about, I'm going to guess about, whoa, just concentrate, 5%, tail rotor there. Not very much because we're weather vaning right now, which is correct. So now when I turn left, I'm going to need more, and I'm going to lose height because of that, and I'm going to lose height as well because of the, now we've got a wind from the 3 o'clock, so we don't get the benefit of the, well, hang on, I've got to think about that now, don't I? So a bit more right stick is required, that's correct. Oh, we're going down because I'm using more left pedal, that's why, that's correct, that's good. It's not to do with the wind direction, that's perfect, that's what I want to see. That's good. So everything, this is all checking out now. It should get quite squirrely going this way. And I'll need a bit more nose up attitude. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Oh, this sound is so good. Bad piloting. Just settle down. Okay. Yeah. And one more. Alright, cool. I think that behaves, it feels natural. I mean, I don't have R66 experience, so how do I know? But I mean, that feels a bit more sensible than the default one did anyway, so it's looking good. Hi, Zaki. Nice to see you. Oh, Digital Aeronautics is still with us. Does anyone want to ask anything about the MI2 now that Digital Aeronautics is in the chat? I had a very nice fly with it the other day. Did a few silly tests like this. Beautiful exterior model and interior model in the new MI2 hoplite from Digital Aeronautics. We've got the creator in the channel here with us, so we'll just be polite. But I mean, I'll just say honestly, the couple of my findings feels very heavy and floaty to me. It's lighter than a Huey. The MI2 is lighter than a Huey and less powered, by the way. Has less power, even with its 2 engines. Okay, that feels a bit easier to achieve a nice turn there. No string on this model, so I couldn't check that, but I was trying to glance across to the balance ball over there. I'm going to do a normal descent and see if I can overspeed the rotor. And then I'll try a couple of autos again as well. And then I'll switch to the EC135. Oh, I don't have the head ring on. So I should try and gain a bit more height here. Also, way less torque required apparently in this helicopter than the default. Just for... Oh, listen to how the engine noise changes when you really challenge it. It becomes bassier. There's more stress in the engine and transmission. Oh, immersive audio. Yeah, so good. So they did the Mad Dog sound package as well, the MD80 or 82, whatever it is. So really, the sound is so great. You did such a great job with immersive audio. I wish there were more immersive audio packs. Not to, suggest that there's anything wrong with Echo 19 being a, market leader. That's great. Very productive. Very good. Losing a lot of height here because I'm not concentrating properly. Zaki, okay, you haven't had to update it because it just happens automatically. All right, what am I doing? I'm trying to overspeed the rotor system. So I'm going to collective down, point down at the. There we go. Great. So even with power on, I can still overspeed it. Great. Well, that's fast for an R66. Air show. So Zaki, you can tell you've got the new one, which I'm sure you do because it just happened automatically. You can tell you've got the new one because when you get into the main screen, when you first load up the sim, there's now some text actually written under the marketplace logo. So that's how you can tell. It didn't used to have that. So that's the easiest way for me to tell. Another easy way to tell, I'll just quickly go into the options for you, is that in graphics, the global rendering quality is now in its own screen. So this used to be all in one ginormous long list under the graphic settings, but now global rendering quality is now its own switch in here. So that's how you can tell, Zaki. 2 easy ways for you to check if you've got the new version, which I'm sure you have. It just happened transparently. You didn't even notice it going in. So that's what happened there, I think. So again, I'm just going to cheat here. Just get a bit more height so I can do this auto. Oh, I'm feeling hopeful about this auto. I think this is going to work. I mean, this Cowan R66, the interior model, maybe not quite as nice as the Coronado, but everything else about it is much better. The sound pack, which is a paid add-on, by the way, so an add-on to an add-on doesn't always sit well with some people, but the immersive audio sound pack to this just adds so much. I'm not using FS Realistic Plus audio at all. Adrien, hello, nice to see you. Slightly better time for people in Europe. Oh, listen to that. I've got beautiful bass rumble in there. It's so good. Okay, there we go. Let's try this auto. So what's my speed? Bit fast, but I'll just kill the engine with that. Zaki, that goes down. Collective goes on the floor. Lose a lot of attitude there. Let's get that. Oh, okay, we're going too far. Way too fast. Have to do some S-turns here, probably. Rotor overspeed, fantastic. Fix that with a bit of collective. Just try and burn a bit of speed and... Right, can I not mess this up? I got a bit slow, the rotor speed there at the end, but that was better than the last one. So yeah, I don't know. I think it might have held on to a little bit too much rotor inertia initially, and I got very fast. Although maybe that's just my bad piloting. I've never done auto rotation in an R66, so how do I know? But yeah, it felt like maybe it held on to a little bit too much inertia initially, but it seemed quite good when I was pitching down. It really picked up, the rotor speed really picked up. I overdid it deliberately. It's not how you do it in real life. I broke the rule that it's actually written on here, so I was this twirly thing over here. Auto rotation, you are not to exceed 100 knots. I went probably about 110 on that, I think, so probably at risk of chopping off the tail, not great. Another couple of questions there. Yeah, oh, thank you, Prophet, for your question to Digital Aeronautics. Yeah, we'll do our best to accommodate this within the abilities of MSFS and the real MI2 behaviour. Yeah. So Digital Aeronautics has, I'll just say this, DA, so that you don't have to, they have worked with real pilots. I know flight models are always highly subjective, so people can, you know, have different opinions about it. But I do know that there is some custom coding there in 2020. It may or may not be translating properly through to 2024, don't know. I personally look forward to getting a 2024 upgrade to the MI2, and I'll definitely be putting that on this channel for you later, so that you can enjoy that. Won't you find that so helpful? Holy Trucker, hey, do you fly the Heaven design, Hallie? I can't fly it. For me, it seems to wobble all over the place, like it's a boat on water. Have you got that issue? Heaven design. What's the Heaven design, Hallie? Heaven design. Can someone help me out with which helicopter Holy Trucker might be talking about there? An MSFS, right? Oh, is that the H120, that Colibri? I've never tried that. Is that one? Shall I try one more auto in the R66 before I move to... Well, what I really wanted to test today was the EC135. Yeah, I should just get on with it. Get the EC... Ah! Someone's... Sean Monster, let's go and check you out in your beautiful... one of the world's ugliest aircraft, and therefore I love it. The Caribou. Oh, why are you sitting backwards? Because you're not really in a Caribou, are you? And it's just doing a silly substitution. That looks so great. Gosh, is there an uglier aircraft? It's so good. I love the Caribou. I really do. I think it's just such an awesome piece of automotive engineering. Holy Trucker, it's crap. So you're talking about the EC... Oh, the H120. I bought the H120 because it works for the Korea as well, but it's unflyable. What? The H120 works for the Korea? Really? I thought it had never been updated. The H120 works in the Korea. Oh, I need to do some research about that. Oh, listen to that bass. Yes. The H120 has a hoist? Hello, John McNeil. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Sorry, most of you... every single question that Holy Trucker asks, I reply back with, you what? YMBT, Mount Beauty, YMBT, if you want to just have a play around. I'm not really going anywhere. It's not a journey. It's not really a group flight. But you're welcome to come and have a little fly along if you like. Do what you like. I'm going to try one more. I'll just try one more auto since I'm here. Who's down there? GRCT, hello. Oh, I finally over-talked it. There we go. So my initial suspicion was that it was hanging on to too much energy, so this time I'll do it from a bit lower and a little bit slower, so we'll make it a little bit dicier, this auto. I haven't set it up very well. So what have we got? 90 knots on right now, 80 knots. I'll try and get down to... I'll just slow it down a bit. No, I don't have enough space. I'm just going to kill it now. Yeah, I think it's holding on to too much energy there. Yeah, just I'm not too sure. I mean, look how long this flare is. Whoop. I thought I was a little bit lower. You shouldn't move the cyclip that much. No, not unless I want to chop my tail off, right? I was just faking it a bit there. I was exaggerating it a bit. Actually, you know, now that John McNeil sounds like he knows what he's talking about, I might just do one more. I'll try and do it properly. In auto rotation, it sounds like an R22. Well, that's the immersive audio sound pack for you. They've done a really good job. It was released back when 2020 was still going, so it's about 2 years old. Looks like you're flying this heli with an e-scooter. Oh, there's Mia Scully in the MI2. Hello. Had very weird sounds on my stream the other day. Looks like you're flying this heli with an e-scooter. Are you talking about my controls down here, or...? Okay, I'm going to try and actually concentrate on my flying. This time I'm actually going to try and not get too fast. So we've got 60 knots on now. Try and hold 60 and climb the handlebars. Oh, no, that's correct. That's Robinson. What do they call that thing? Forgotten what they call that particular device, but that's the special Robinson method. It means there's only one control basically going down there. And if you've got a passenger on who's not a pilot, you can just unscrew that and then that comes off and you've only got one control. So that's the Robinson method. Okay, so I've just cut it off a bit, so I'll just go out slightly. So I'll try one more auto, but this time not get too fast. By the way, the motions on that, if you compare it to the motions on the stick, it's actually exaggerated a bit in the animation, I think, there. So John, T-Bar, thank you. John, if you're judging me on the animation of the controls there, maybe judge me on my motion on the stick and on the input viewer. Because I think it's a little bit exaggerated in the... Oh, I've got fast again. Okay, we've got 0 VSI now, that's good. Hello, Jolly Spider. I'm going to cut the collective, sorry, the throttle. Alright. Whoa, it really drops the nose when you drop the collective there. That is way too much. That might even count as a 0G maneuver. Not very safe in a Robinson. Okay, I messed this up really badly. Just had everything going wrong, and I've also run out of airport. So bring the power back on. Yeah, it doesn't move that much in real life. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Stearman. Nice to see you on Twitch. Good to have you along. Got a nice crew today on both YouTube and Twitch. My first time doing a multi-stream on both platforms, so... Yeah, just trying to, as usual, just gauge the interest in doing this kind of slightly less structured kind of stream. Really appreciate it that people want to come along and fly with me and have a chat. Love all your questions. Love the interactions too. Thank you for helping each other out in the chat room there. I'll just have a look at your comment there, Holy Trunk. If you play this in VR and want more FPS in VR, look into the free VR performance kit that lets you choose the FSR and scaling, and it works for all VR games. Oof. I am just, I'm sure you're right, Holy Trucker. I just am really reluctant to add in too many extra tools because it just gets confusing for me and the audience when I'm talking about VR settings and stuff. Yeah, so John, I mean, look at my stick, and I'm moving it around like a millimeter or two, and look how much the T-bar moves, right? So it's just the animation's a little bit exaggerated. John, how's the 500 in the new update? Haven't tried it yet. I probably have tried it actually. All right, so this time we're going to try to not gain speed. Whoa. So this is the least fast approach I've done yet, so this is a little bit better. 0 on the VSI, wasn't a very coordinated turn. 70 knots indicated now, so we could definitely make it down from here. I'll let it go for another second or two, kill the throttle. Lower the collective, the nose really does drop in this. Rotor speed coming up, so I raise the collective, getting a bit low actually, so I raise a bit more collective, so we've still got plenty of speed up our sleeve there, in fact maybe too much. Now it's dropping, so I'll just let it glide in here for a little bit. We lost a little bit of rotor RPM. You can almost judge it just from the sound, which is nice. Well, look at that. I almost got it on the numbers. That's not too bad. What was your opinion of that one, John? Hi again, Zaki. Oh, you're on Twitch now. You're multi-streaming like I am as well. Oh, and thanks for following on Twitch. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Always nice to get, you know, collect followers on there as well. Very good to have you along. Oh, I might be able to get onto affiliate status on Twitch if I'm lucky, if I keep doing streams or keep doing good streams. That auto wasn't too bad. It was the softest touch. I might have just been losing a little bit of RPM towards the end, so maybe I spend a bit too much energy. I want John to either rip me a new one or tell me I did a great job. Either or. Anything's possible. Oh, that stream has stopped updating in there, but it seems it's still working out there. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, 42 concurrent viewers on YouTube and 6 on Twitch. I'm still very new to Twitch, so it's going to take a little while to build all of that up. I think I forgot to set a goal. Holy Trucker, can anyone confirm better performance in VR with Sim Update 5? I think it was probably about the same for me, I think. What did I notice about Sim Update 5 in VR? Appreciated having the settings a little bit cleaner. Hello, student pilot. Have a good stream. Thank you. I will. Now that you've invited it, I absolutely will. Hey, now interestingly, I can't hear Mia Scully's rotor today. That's very interesting because it was really annoying the other day. I'm just going to chase you in. No, not in that. Not that view. I'm not. Chase. Up you come. Just going to chase Mia here for a sec. Okay, that seems better than it did the other day. Just in multiplayer, it's just giving a jet engine sound only and no chopper effect, so don't quite know how that's happening. Again, as Digital Aeronautics has been clear to say, it is not supported officially in 2024, only in 2020. Yeah, alright, interesting. Bit of a strange effect. Jolly Spider. Yeah, your Chinook sounds alright, but the rotor blades look a bit weird, don't they? Wonder why that is, because it's a 2024 model now, isn't it? Oh, you're actually in an H47. Oh, well, of course, which is what a Chinook is, so why am I getting so confused? I haven't had a review on my auto rotation from John. I was hoping that he was going to tell me how I went. Oh, digital. So I'm just going to find Mia again. So listen to this audio performance. Where's Mia gone? Ah, here we go. Listen to the sound in multiplayer. This is for digital aeronautics. This sounds like a jet turbine with no rotor effects. Oh, Jolly Spider. Oh, you're Tom Holden. Oh my god. I get really confused with all the different names on all the different services. Like different names on Twitch, different names on YouTube, different names in the actual sim. So please forgive me if I get a bit mixed up with people sometimes. Oh, FHPRA's here. Hello. And you're 2 MI2s. What do you think about that, digital aeronautics? Almost got an MI2 formation flight there. Have you seen that before? That's awesome. Yeah, look, I guess my main criticism is that we're not getting any rotor effect. It is the MI2 is so cute. Oh, and yes, chase plane and FSR now works probably in VSR. Nice. I actually haven't tested it. I've always turned it off because I was always getting a crash. Was I? Yeah, I always got a crash. So if you try to switch to VR from the main menu, you always got a crash, which was kind of annoying. Right. I'm going to take a really short break, like I'm just going to fill up my water, and I am going to come back with a different helicopter, which I've not decided yet. So let's just choose a nice external view. A nice external view. We'll watch all this other silliness on the... with our formation flights. Oh, that external audio sounds so good. Oh, there it is. There's that annoying sound effect again. I'll just chase FHPRA. Oh, now it's fine. I don't know. Right, let's put this back down. I'm going to change helicopters in a minute, and I'm just going to fill up my water, and I will be right back. Well, I am going to write a new piece of music to play in my breaks. So I wrote that as my little intro music, which is a very soothing cloudscape kind of track, and I might do something a little bit more upbeat for my Be Right Back music. So I've started a track. It sounds like a bit like an 80s synth pop. But I don't know. I'll see how I go with that. I'm not happy with it yet, so I'm not ready to publish it. Yes, a bit of thanks to Digital Aeronautics for taking the questions. You probably didn't expect that was going to happen. You probably thought you were just going to come and see what I was up to, but now you end up with lots of people asking you questions, but thank you for doing those. Yes, you had some comments that it's moving and reacting slowly. Are you using it in MSFS 2024, John? So let's see what we think there. Oh, now, Student Heli Pilot, you were asking, I was reading some great comments about the 407 during beta. They were saying since Asobo adopted the 407, it will be better. What happened? Great question. It's not better, it's worse. Infinitely worse. Infinite? That's about unfair. It's a lot worse than what it was. It's truly distressing how bad the AnyBuilds 407 is. It's very, very disappointing. I published a short about it on YouTube a couple of days ago, which seems to have gone over quite well. It's had a couple of thousand or 3,000 views or something, so that's kind of nice. However, it's incredibly... So in that, I demonstrate some of the problems, some of the visual problems. So the labels on the rotor don't move, but the rotor does. The flight dynamics are terrible. The yaw behaves like a drone. It just snaps into position. You can fly it sideways at 80 knots. It doesn't turn when you roll. It's just a horrible mess. It's a real pity. So a real pity. Distressing that it's just come out so bad. Like how, yeah, what process led to that happening? Feels like this is the alpha at best, and it just shouldn't have been released yet. It should have. Oh, I don't know. I'm not privy to these business discussions, right? So I don't know. You know, they obviously completed the contract and the values were ticked off, but why hasn't it been tested and sort of fixed? It's just extraordinary. Oh, GL Pilot, hello. Yes, cannot believe AnyBuilds bothered to do any QA, sorry, on the 407. I know, it's like this, the quality assurance is appalling. I wish that the 407 got some love soon as well. It's like a sadly neglected helicopter, right? I mean, Echo 19 did that nice sound pack for it, that's good, but you wouldn't even want to fly it, given how bad it is at the moment, so you're not even going to get to enjoy the sound pack when the machine's that bad. Okay, well, the next thing I'm going to try is the EC135, so I've been meaning to give that a go for a while. Shall I do a whole startup? Maybe not, I'll be here all night. So we'll just fire up this one on the active, nice and sensible. Turn the time back again. I've got a bit of wind in for me, just to simulate it, just to check a couple of things in the performance. Jolly Spider. I don't know if you saw me leap up like crazy a few minutes ago, but that wasn't my input. It just does it when I get close to other helis. Jolly Spider, what that means, I think, is that you might need to turn off wake turbulences under flight dynamics. Whoop, sorry, someone on the active. I'll just get out of your way. That was Mia, sorry about that. Settings. At least I've moved all this into the same place now. Flight model. Oh, no, sorry, wrong. Online? Flight interface? Oh, they're always saying, oh, they'll all move it into the right place now. I still can't find it. Wait, no, it's a visualization. Advanced options. Flight model. Oh, why can't I find it? Online. Assistances. Is it? Oh, sorry. I thought it was moved into... Oh, God, what a mess. Me, that is. So you want to... this one I'm on here right now, Jolly Spider, is the one you want to turn off. Wake turbulences. Try with that off and see if you get a better result. It also can really slow down graphics performance as well. So it's usually an imperative when you're doing group flights. So, John, they should get some other company to do the job on the 407, not Nemeth, not Anybuild, sorry, because Nemeth is the original one. And there's Stefan saying, yeah, maybe Nemeth now brings out the 407 as their own add-on. Imagine if they did that. That'd be outrageous behaviour. There might be some kind of restriction on trade on that one, I would think. Well, how would I know? I mean, again, I'm just speculating. I've got no idea. No idea. I'm getting the feeling that Nemeth is a bit inactive these days. Maybe they're not able to develop like they used to, and that's why this has happened, you know. Again, I'm speculating. I don't know. So always try and make that clear. So that might explain why things like... well, didn't Nemeth do this one as well initially? But now this has gone to Microsoft as well. Oh, I haven't done the views for this one either. Do you know what? I'm sure I did previously. That must mean that this is a new aircraft. So, pilot. We have to do these again. That'll take a minute. Shift F1. Main panel. That works. I'll just probably bring it over this side. That can be Shift F2. Shift F2. Overhead, I like on F3. Just about read that. Maybe come back here a bit. No, it's not really required. Overhead. Save position, view shortcut is going to be Shift F3. Cabin, oh that's good, they did all these. I would have this on Shift F4. This is my normal system. And spot I want on 6. Oh, there's that awful sound from the MI2 again. It's not Digital Aeronautics' fault, it's just a weird quirk in the way. Well, I don't know how you'd even go about investigating that. Chase view needs to go into Shift F8. Zaki Monster, what is that camera mod? It's Chase Plane 2024. Can you actually see it, or if I cut it off there? I've cut it off slightly, so I'll just try and get it more. And I've got too many screens open. Get it over here a bit more. So this allows you to define camera groups and camera behaviors. So the pilot, see these belong in groups, this light blue one and this grey one and this red one, etc. You can change the physics behavior of each of those cameras as well, which is really great. I usually like to get in a chase view that looks from the front. You can change the speed of all of these and assign them on shortcuts and stuff, so I find that really helpful. VHGJM. Oh, look at you. It's actually got your proper rego in there, Marv. Golf Juliet Mike. Alright, so I just like to have a rear view as well. I just use this for my group flight, so we'll just create that. And we'll call it Chase, and we'll go next, and we'll call this Chase Rear, is what I normally call it. And we go forwards there, and then I put this onto F5, is it? Or 6? F5. And I had the spot on 6. Okay, so all my views are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, like it, 5 and 6. Yes. Then you can kind of do a bit of tower view kind of stuff with the flyby view. So that's, anyway, that's fine. What heli is that? This is the EC135 from, well, it was actually initially developed by Nemeth, I believe, but it's gone in-house. So I just want to give this a bit of a test today. I'm going to try a couple of things like, I don't even know how to do it. Like, we'll try a little bit of one engine operations. Oh, that came down fast. So that's how I put 2 to idle. Now put 2 back to flight. It hasn't come back. What if I pull some collective? Well, already I can see this is bugged, so that didn't take long. So I put engine 2 down to idle, and when I put it back up to flight, it has not come back up to normal, so that's already messed up. Ugh. Stefan, so EC135 got much better than since SU5. Certainly since its initial release, it definitely has. Yeah. So just digital aeronautics replying to John McDeal. Yeah, so during in MSFS 2024, especially the pedal response and flight controls behaviour is corrected and aligned with our flight model. Yeah, and I know that digital aeronautics tested with real pilots. However, we all know for a fact that that flight models are very subjective, and it's impossible to get everyone to agree. But yeah, anyway, it's difficult. Okay. It's going to do a couple of little tests with the EC135, so it should be right and right required, but from memory it doesn't need much pedal on takeoff, so we'll just lift it up and see what it wants to do, and then I'll react. Oh, do you want the pedal? Do you want the input viewer? I haven't got my proper thing on. Flying. There it is. Okay, so let's just get the input viewer under that so you can see my pedals. Under here I have to do it sort of a bit difficult to guess where I need to put it. That should do. Okay, there's the pedal. Airport is YMBT. YMBT. There you go. Mount Beauty in Victoria. And you need to be on Southeast Asia. I'm just going to post all the settings. In fact, this should go to both outlets. So hopefully this will be useful to you. 44 concurrent viewers on YouTube and 6 on Twitch. Still very new to Twitch, so letting that build up. Okay, so what happens if I pull power now? Well, okay, so just do it a bit more slowly, Matthew. So it wanted left, actually. Ooh, why does it want to go backwards so fast? Oh, it's got those horrible Nemeth sounds. Ugh. Sorry, okay, can I just... I just want to apologise for what I just said. It's just not to my preference that the controls sound like this. Okay, I just don't like all that knocking around in the controls. They're not that loud. In fact, I've never been aware of any noise emanating from controls in a real aircraft, right? You put your input viewer behind your desk on the stream. Yeah, I did that deliberately, eCorp. Is that okay? It's just so that you can... I mean, do you want the full thing? I did it so that you can see the rudder beneath my actual joystick. So, yeah, don't know. Yeah, Big Al. GL Pilot, that's what I'm saying. The controls are very noisy. The pedals are real bangers. That's exactly what the Nemeth 407 had originally as well, which used to actually kind of drive me a bit crazy. And this EC135, which was originally developed by Nemeth, still retains that, to me, annoying effect. Maybe other people are fine with it, maybe other people like it. It's just for me, it just annoys me. So this helicopter requires forward stick, and I'm leaving everything else neutral, and that to me possibly doesn't seem that realistic. Oh, once again, I failed to put any load in it, so let me just fix that. Matthew. Okay, let's just get some load in it. I like to always test it heavy. Alright, so that's pretty much full. Load. So, now, will it need less forward stick this time? It needs more collective, that's good. Oh, it's hard work. Okay, now can anyone answer me this with absolute certainty, please? The EC135 is a German helicopter, well it was originally. As a German helicopter, which is the power pedal, left or right? And I know that Airbus helicopters would normally be right, because most of them are French, but it's German, so should it be left or right? I thought the original EC135 from Nemeth required right pedal, and I thought, well, that's correct, isn't it? Because it's German, and they use right power pedal, don't they? But now this one seems to want left, so go figure. And it seems to still need a bit of forward. Maybe now that yeah, it for sure needs left stick. Left pedal, sorry. and it needs a bit of left cycling as well. So, okay, Zaki Monster reckons the EC135 should be right. Okay. If anyone could do a fact check on that, I will love you lots. So I'd love to know. Oh, okay, all right. Sorry. Let's just deal with some of these questions because, whoa, FHPRA, yeah, fast flyby. That was awesome. And your 500. Oh, and Mia Scully doing a race as well. Doing your best in the MI2. Woohoo! Awesome. The helicopter's German, but the Fenestron is French. So the helicopter wants to turn left, but the Fenestron wants to turn right. Oh, maybe it balances out. Okay, I'm being silly. Yeah. Sorry, just to talk about the Australian sim update. Sorry, the world update comes out tomorrow. I will do a group flight in Australia in 5 days from now. So, yeah. So this is not the Airbus H135, it's the Eurocopter EC135. Obviously, it's the same machine ultimately. Well, it came from the same heritage. But I would have thought that it needed right pedal. I thought it was right power pedal in this machine, but I'm willing for someone to tell me that it's incorrect and it was actually left all along. So if someone can absolutely determine that for sure, which on the original EC135, which was the power pedal? The original one. What's the power pedal on the Volkov 105? Because that will perhaps help to answer it. Tashi, yes, for sure. I know about the rotor rotation, but that's what I'm asking. So I'm asking the same question. So is it left or right? So I thought okay, I've already said that. I thought the German was the other way from French, but I'm willing for someone to tell me that I'm wrong. Anyway, back to the test. This one, where it used to need right, now needs left. That's why I'm asking. So sorry if I've made this more confusing than what it needs to be. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Aussie update. So Aussie World Update, they've got lots more photogrammetry in the cities. So I think all the capital cities have got lots more photogrammetry. And yes, it's free. It's just a World Update. They've got some handcrafted airports as well, including stuff like what sticks in my mind, Broken Hill out in the outback. That'd be nice. I don't know if they've done any more city fields. The ones that we really would love to see some city fields would be Bankstown, Archerfield, Moorabbin. Why has no one done Moorabbin in Melbourne? Stuff like that. So, I don't know. I haven't seen the full list yet. They did the launch today in Sydney. I thought, oh, shall I go and see if I can meet Jorg? But I don't know. I didn't end up going. I'm in Melbourne, so. Adelaide. So, which is the one in Adelaide? Archerfield. No, hang on. That's Brisbane. Oh, hang on. Now I'm confused. Is it Archerfield, Melbourne, Adelaide or Brisbane? Just having a memory blank. I'm in Melbourne, so I don't know. Also, I'm not concentrating on flying this helicopter at all. This one definitely needs a left pedal. So if I lift the collective now, the nose goes right. It used to transcribe a very strange pattern before. Hello, Rudy. Turn. So here we go. Turn. If I pull collective now, the nose goes right. It 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 goes right. Perfect. In the previous model, it would go right, and then left. Parafield. Not Archerfield. That's why I was getting confused. Archerfield is in Brisbane and Parafield is in Adelaide. Oh, God. So, yes, some of those general aviation fields, there's a nice add-on from Orbit. What does that sound? From Orbex for Essendon. So I kind of consider that my spiritual home. That's where I've done my helicopter flying. It's very limited, though it is. Oh, John, yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm not really concentrating, John. You are 100% correct. I'm just chatting and, you're right. I was actually wanting to do some proper tests with this as well, which I haven't really. I've just been chatting instead of testing. So, Stearman, from what you're reading, you should need left pedal when adding power. Okay, well, the original Nemeth EC135 for sure was right. So maybe that was wrong, and that has now been fixed. Maybe that would help to explain why it was get the sick bads out. It's really rolly, just in the middle of the cyclic range, the EC135. I'll give you a demo in just a sec. So I'm trying to, now that John's watching, I'm trying to be super careful on the cyclic. Alright. So I'll just get off the runway again for someone else. I'm going to use those gable markers. Oh, I want to do some sort of just tests with the pedals and stuff, so I'll just come over here. So that settled down on its hind legs, and then we lower the collective. Oh no, it's still actually where it was. It's just a little... Handling of this is improved, but still find it a little bit weird. Okay. Oh, Stearman, that was backwards. The rotor spins clockwise, right to left, so therefore the, sorry, left to right, so therefore the nose will want to go to the left. Therefore, with the EC135 originally, you would need right power pedal then. From some videos, they're pushing left pedal. Oh my god, okay. So no one knows the answer. We're all saying the opposite to each other, like a power pedal. We'll figure out one of these days. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what the BO105 one was as well. In BO105 helicopter, which is the power pedal. The right pedal is used to increase tail rotor pitch when increasing collective, which is necessary to counteract the increased torque from the main rotor. That is what vertical reference helicopter forum said. So BO105 has a right power pedal. So the original EC135 in original EC135 helicopter, which is the power pedal. The EC135 has a clockwise rotating main rotor system, so the nose wants to go left. Therefore, you need to use right pedal. Okay. So sorry for this massive amount of confusion, but my suspicion was correct. It's a German helicopter, or it was originally. It needs right power pedal, the EC135, the original one, kind of like this one. So same with the BO105. So therefore, this has now been reversed, because for sure, when I pick up this helicopter, the nose is going to want to move to the right. There it goes. Therefore, it's wrong. So someone said, it's an Airbus helicopter, it's supposed to go to the left. But it doesn't. It goes to it's reversed from what it should be. Okay, I'm going to try and do a proper pickup this time, John. Whoa, which means we need left pedal in this apparently incorrectly wired machine. Also, significant left cyclic. Oh, I love that caribou. So if I can actually achieve it, this has been the hardest helicopter to achieve a hover in yet. It's very unstable in the center of the range where I am right now. So we'll try a left pedal turn. Sorry, I didn't hold the position very well there. Now I need more left pedal because it's wired up the wrong way. Okay, Benedict has entered the fray with a very confident sounding explanation that the EC135 is a counterclockwise rotor, so it goes that way, which means the nose wants to turn to the right, which means that it's left power pedal. So the BO105 and the EC135 both require left pedal to hover. Which direction does the BO105 rotor spin? The main rotor of the BO5, when viewed from above, is counterclockwise, just exactly what Benedict just said. Well, that's the reverse of another source. So, look, I'm willing to believe you, Benedict, but it was confusing because I found another source that was the reverse. But what a nightmare! So now we think this is correct then. Wow. Hey, 50 viewers on YouTube and 8 on Twitch. Nice to have you all along. Thank you so much for hanging out and getting as confused as I am about all these power pedal directions. So Kurt, you're saying left pedal, same as for the H145? Well, H145 doesn't require any power pedal, it's so stabilised. Maybe you have to turn all the stabilisation off for that to be the case. Stearman, you're finding mixed info as well. That's what I found. E-Corp, will we ever see you try DCS, Matthew? Not for the combat stuff, but maybe the Huey to see what you think of that flight model, the ground effect, etc. Yeah, I'd love to. E-Corp, just going to be honest with you, I actually... well, two things. I don't really care about combat. So, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in the helicopter modelling because everyone just talks about it and talks about it and talks about it. People who like DCS are absolutely convinced that it's the best dynamics for helicopters. I have had a professional helicopter pilot tell me that they do not like the flight model of that Huey. They just found it too easy and soft and not realistic. That's what they said. That's only one opinion. Flight models are very, very, very subjective. So, you know, let's be realistic. Hello, Tashi, and your lovely H500. I think I'm just slowly starting to get the hang of this EC135. It's very unstable in the center of the range, so we get a lot of rocking from side to side. Okay, that's good now. I need less... Well, how much do I need? So I've got the wind coming from my left. The Fenestron, I don't know whether it's a pusher or a puller, but it seems that I need about 40% there, and I'll just go 180 degrees. And see what we require to go this way. And it looks like we need about 50 or 60. So therefore I'm guessing that the Fenestron is a pusher, because with the wind coming from my right I need more Fenestron. I need more left pedal, and I don't apparently need very much left cyclic there. I needed left before, so the translating tendency seems okay. So that's only about 1 or 2% it seems over there. I'll just go over this, so do another 180. Sorry, I'm not holding my position very well. And there we go, that rocking. I'm sorry about that rocking. This is very finicky in the middle of its range. More so than the last two helicopters. Do you know what I should try? The MI2. That's soft in the middle of the range. That won't rock from side to side. Hey, that's weird. I need lots of aft cyclic coming this way. Why is that? Why do I need more aft cyclic? I'll just get rid of my camera. Oh, sorry, there's lots of good comments here as well. Zaki, the road is definitely counterclockwise. Oh my god. Sorry, a little bit behind on your comments. So just to get back to E-Corp, yeah, I do want to try DCS one day. I will try it. What I will do, every time I try to get into DCS, I end up getting really frustrated with the configuration and the controller settings. And like, if someone on my Discord would like to actually kind of be my DCS coach in getting it set up, we'll just set up a call on the channel, on the server one day, and I'll just get you to help me sort it out, because I start trying to do it, and I end up just getting really annoyed with the DCS controller setup. It's even worse than X-Plane. I found out of the simulators, MSFS has got by far the most comprehensive system to map groups of controls so that you can use them from helicopter to helicopter. Oh, look, here we go. Someone's actually trying the... Hey, what's the matter with my chase camera? There it is. Someone's actually flying the 407. Ali? There you go. And your 407. Brilliant. Good for you. That takes some bravery trying that thing. So yeah, I'll give DCS a go. I just need a bit of help getting it set up because I get really annoyed. Sorry, it's just too complicated to explain. I find the MSFS controls so sensible in that you can just keep the. Oh, you don't find it that bad, Zaki? Okay, I mean, I'm unfamiliar, so okay, sure. On some level, it's just my fault if I studied it a bit more. You know, I was just finding it just infinitely frustrating getting the stuff right and just starting a flight. I tried the freeware OH6A. I found it pretty comparable to the Taugs Hangar 500C. E-Corp, thank you. Yeah, there you go. It's a nightmare. Can't do chopper to chopper. That's what I meant. Like, I wanted the screen. I just got sick of trying to fight it. Whereas in MSFS, all your general controls can go across the entire fleet. Love it. All the helicopter controls can go across all the helicopters. Love it. You can apply it. You can set it as the default. Brilliant. So much less time spent trying to set the controls up in MSFS 2024. It's just, they've actually come up with a good system. It's got those specific controls as well, which no one seems to really use, which is a bit of a pity. Does this have any? Specific? No. No, it doesn't. It's kind of weird how people aren't really making use of those. But anyway, there you go. Watch some Grim Reapers on YouTube. Okay. You might have to remind me later. So I'm still a bit behind on the comments. Hello, Shaven Wookie, on your way to work. Nice to see you. Always good to have another comment from you. Hope you're going well. Zaki, definitely counterclockwise. Okay. Oh, dear. Got very confusing today. Does the real EC135 have SAS? I think the original ones had a really basic SAS. And then as the model matured, it got more and more complex, and it might have been an option on some of the sort of the earlier to not quite so early ones. So I think all of them, I think even the earliest EC135, I hope I'm not wrong in saying this, someone else can correct me if you like, had a very basic autopilot and a basic SAS, and then it just eventually became more sophisticated as the model matured, and you could sometimes get an option for a more sophisticated one. E-Corp, you've got both sims. You enjoy DCS. Does seem easier than MSFS, but hey, I'm a simmer and no pilot, like me. So I trust what the instructor said more than the keyboard warriors, I guess. Flight models are always so subjective. Even pilots have, complete disagreements over what works and what doesn't. Hey, is this audio okay, or is it too loud in the background? I can turn it down a little bit. What do I want? Settings. It'd be nice to have these audio controls a bit closer into the main menu. Sorry, the flight, rather than having to come out here to the menu and bounce out of your flight. Maybe Parallel 42's flow makes it easier. I'm not sure. Haven't tried it yet. Jolly Spider. Yeah, with stabilisation, I thought Eurocopter helis were auto-stabilised on all axes. Maybe that's the newer Airbus. So yeah, it is. The older ones are a bit more basic. Zaki, DCS is not that bad. All right, I'll get there. Sorry, I've missed it. I now jumped too far. Kurt, 135 is the same as 145, so you need left pedal, fair enough. Tashi, not having the common control groups across all choppers and DCS is a pain. No kidding. I just got frustrated and angry. Zaki, heading off to bed. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you. Nice to see you, Zaki. Was that a Bell 412 I just saw? Yeah, sometimes you get like a passive 412 as a model matching thing. It's kind of cool. Oh, hello. Who was that? Bouncing down there. Jolly Spider. Cute. Tashi. Oh, you've got the cow in 500E. Oh, I'm finding that pretty difficult to fly these days. Okay, so I was going to turn off the overhead so I could just show you those controls again. Overhead, just turn that off. There we go. So now you can see the full thing. So I found that I needed quite a bit of aft cyclic when I was coming this way. That caribou is so great. Okay, concentrate. I need a bit more left pedal than that. Oh, God, sorry. That was the worst pickup. I'm going to do the whole pickup all over again. Now, pay attention. Watch and do it slowly. More left pedal. Whoa. Gosh, it's harsh. It's really hard in the middle of its range. Oof. Oh, those sounds of the pedals knocking around just upset me. Okay, so it's all finally settled there as well. I did a terrible job. Hey, do you know what? I'm going to try. I'm just putting this down on the ground gently. Does it twist? It does twist. It twists to the right. That is a fault. I'm sure of it. So I'm going to try and replicate that one more time. This is a fault that the default H125 had for a while. I haven't tested it for a while. And that is when you all balance it up and there's a crosswind, it turns off part of the flight model. Oh, sorry, I just set it up properly. So just watch this. I'll try and get it all balanced and stable. Lining up on those two distant trees. And when one skid touches the ground, it's going to twist. Oops. There it is. It's twisting. I know I kind of dumped it down a bit. That's why it's so hard to pick up today, because with the crosswind, it uses two different flight models, evidently. So it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange. Okay, let's settle down here. Oh, Kurt's actually Mako. Hello, Mako! Oh, me old mate Mako, who rescued my bacon the other day. Bako 6. Oh, right, good. All right, so we just got, again, me getting confused with people's different names in different places. Geopilot, I can only control the EC135 with all assists on. Like having SAS then. Maybe my controls are getting too old and I need to put in some new hardware. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I find it this hard as well. Maybe if I just tried... I have to remember to put this back at the end, but if I just try taking the sensitivity down... Well, it's not going to fix that issue I just found there. That issue I found there is that it's got two flight models, one on the ground and one in the air, which is very upsetting. In fact, I might be able to demonstrate that by going outside and turning on Alt 5. Oh, this is never going to work. It's going to be too confusing. Oh, that seemed okay, actually. But if I went around this way, oh, it's very hard to fly like this. Yeah, that twisted around there as well. It was a terrible landing. I can't really do it. I can't do it properly like this. I can't test it properly like this. Mako, I'm surprised that you even need any left pedal in the H145. CarPlus, we are in YMBT, Mount Beauty. YMBT, there is the code. But you need all those other settings as well. I'll just paste those all for you again. No worries. Yeah, so Geopilot, yeah, I'd suggest that maybe you need to, well, not that it's your fault, of course, maybe reduce the sensitivity for the EC135. Anyway, I'm going to do a circuit. I'm going to try some one engine. I'm just going to yank it off the ground. All right, here we go. Circuit. I hope John's not watching. Actually, I hope John is watching, because we like having viewers, and John's been very generous today with some professional sounding advice, which I have partially followed. See, this EC135 is fine once you get going. It's just very difficult when it's on the ground. So let's just try a turn over here. Okay, no pedal required. That's good. A little bit of left maybe, just to get it nicely coordinated. A little bit more maybe. Yeah, okay, that's good. Pretty happy with that performance. It's just when it's hovering, it's very sensitive. Holy trucker, I want to buy the H145, but the USA exchange rate's so high right now, it's a rip-off. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Oh, holy trucker, you know, I'm just so concerned though. Sorry, was it you who asked the other day as well about whether it's supported or not? Because it's not really supported anymore. They can't really do any further improvements with it, because they've lost the developer of all the helionic stuff, the avionics. So, you know, if it were up to me, I'd say I don't know if I can personally recommend it to new buyers if you've never used it before, because it's probably not going to be updated whilst they don't have access to that developer. But with that said, like, if you want to take that risk, and I mean, it does kind of work. I mean, Mako 6 flies it every week. Well, not every week. Often flies it in our streams and really enjoys it. And people talk about how much they enjoy the anytime, what was it, random and anywhere mission system. Why is my rotor speed going up? Throttles don't do anything. I'll just try switching it into idle and see if that does anything here. Can I still fly it on idle? Great. So I can still fly the EC-135 when it's idled. Skolala Tanya. H145 is currently on sale. Sure, won't be cheaper if the prices get back to normal. So is this going to ever come back down to earth? It doesn't want to turn when I've got the engines on idle. It's a bit strange, isn't it? So I've got the engines on idle. Whoa, just maybe don't interfere with the fence. I've got full left pedal. What the hell is going on? Seriously, this is a mess. This is with the engines on idle. I know I'm not supposed to be trying to fly it like this, but I'm just testing it, right? So there we go. Put it all back to normal. Okay, so shift Z. So I've got engines on idle. Rotor RPM, everything's too low right now, so I should not be able to fly it. There's the rotor RPM over there. This should not fly, right? It's like, what the is going on here? It almost wants to take off, but it just won't. Oh, here's your mystery 412. Let's go and have a look. That's kind of cool. That is terrible. That is just so embarrassing. Let's go and have a look at this 412 of Ali's. It's not really a 412 because it says model substitution. It must be a helicopter that I don't have. It's not telling me what the correct one is, though. Subaru Bell 412 EPX, yeah. This is just a passive aircraft that's available for model matching inside. Getting a little bit close there. It's available for model matching inside MSFS 2024. I deliberately disabled the H145 and H16 because I was suspicious that it was causing me problems with the VRAM. When I'm in group flights. So it may be unfair. It may just be that there's just more aircraft and it struggles. But there you go. It's actually rendering the H160 from HPG as another twin-engine turbine, which is great. So it's, I mean, it's obviously not the correct aircraft, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's a better model match than a 737, right? CarPlus. I've done all that, but I need a destination. No, the destination is YMBT. I'll put that in the thing for you before. I'll type it one more time. This is where we are. Mount Beauty in Victoria. So just type that into your what do you call it? Free flight planner. and it will take you to where we are. Oh, Ali, you can use whatever you like. I thought that was actually really interesting and successful. I'm really glad that you helped me test it, actually. So the H160, when I don't have loaded up, is rendered for me as a Bell 412, which is actually not bad, right? It's a twin-engine turbine helicopter, so that's a pretty decent match. It's not a 737, and that's good. So, Ali, you helped me test that, and I'm grateful. Antebellum, looking forward to your Fly Inside Bell 47 review. Antebellum, are you that person on YouTube who's like saying, the best flight models, the Fly Inside Bell 47? which I still have not tried. If you're that person, Annabelle, it's all good. But there's just someone who comments on lots of my YouTube videos that says I simply have to try the Fly Inside Bell 47. So I'll get around to it one day. Has it been made 2024 compatible? Does it work okay in 2024? Also, what's wrong with this helicopter? So when I pull left and left now, it's like, I mean, this is plainly wrong, that it's like taken all of the torque away from the tail rotor, but not enough. I can almost fly with it, apart from the fact that it's spinning around with the engines on idle. That's wrong, right? That's wrong. Shouldn't be able to do that. Cool. Can't blast. That's great. So I want to try the default H125, and I want to see what it is like with that one skid touching the ground in a crosswind, because that has been a traditional annoyance of mine ever since about, I don't know, Sim Update 3 or something. H125, a Sobo Studio. It looks like I might have a lovely Swiss livery here because I bought that one of the livery packs for it. On the ground, ready for takeoff. Okay. By the way, I am really thrilled at the number of people tuning in today. I kind of thought that these ones in my evening time, no one would ever come, but I've got 58 concurrents in YouTube and another 6 in Twitch, and I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for coming along for a bit of mucking around with helicopters. In Mount Beauty, Victoria, I've faked the weather deliberately. It's gonna... Is that my sound or someone else's? It sounded a bit odd. Okay, relax, it's fine. All the Aussies tuning in, mate. Yeah, I never quite know who's who. I think Holy Trucker is a Kiwi, so Holy Trucker's gone to bed, I think. All right, now what have I done here? So we've got that on flight. Yep. Okay, put that there. Now, I think I prefer that view just tilted down so I can see underneath the console. So let's just save that in chase plane. Pilot. Oh, okay, wrong. Pilot, pencil, and save the position. Good. Okay, so that's there for next time. Starsky. Hello, Matthew, and the good people in the chat. Thank you, Starsky. Aren't you just so polite and kind? You are welcome. Thank you. Jolly Spider. That's probably because you got a bunch of European and American viewers as well. I'm grateful to all of you. Tashi. Oh, you're in Western Victoria. Fantastic. Well, we're actually, I mean, in fairness, actually I'm closer to Mount Beauty than you are because I'm in Melbourne. So good on you, Tashi. Thank you for that. Gary found that most aircraft from 2020 that have come across in 2024 have a memory leak issue and chew up lots of VRAM. That's interesting. Stearman, is your hat available to purchase? Stearman, this is the only one of its type in the whole world. I paid for the embroidery, so it wasn't that cheap. I've just put it out there because I want to be branded when I'm on the channel, but also to kind of sort of see how many other people might want it. So, yes. So I'd be interested to... I haven't thought to try to merchandise yet, but could do. Sky Mega, I like the 125 to be honest, the flight model. Yeah, okay, I like it as well. So, but let me just try it out. Oh, let's get the input viewer back where you can see it. Starsky, my views on the ground effect is that it's largely okay. The raised platforms, it now seems to be, if not completely fixed, then almost completely fixed. So the ground effect has been much improved in Sim Update 5, and I still haven't got this off the ground yet, so we're going right and right. Yep. Gonna run over that person there, sorry, didn't see who you were. Kurt, you don't need a pedal in the H145 if you've got everything switched on. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Very automated stabilized helicopter. So what I want to test here with the 125, whoa, think the sound's gone a bit wrong. Sometimes this happens in my multiplayer sessions when lots of people join in, the sound just goes a bit weird. Okay. So what I want to test here is I'm going to get it nicely lined up on those two trees in the distance there. And I'm going to let one skid touch the ground. And I predict it's going to twist. So watch my rudder, sorry, my anti-torque position in the input viewer. I'm going to let one skid touch. With our lovely ground effect cushion here working properly. Ha! It's okay! Have they fixed that as well? So the EC135 was twisting, but this one isn't. How interesting. That's a massive improvement then. So they've actually fixed the 125, but not the 135. Okay, that twisted a tiny bit. I'll just try it on the other side as well. So it tends to do it with crosswinds. So this is good. I need more right cyclic now with the crosswind on my right. And so now let it touch. Stop that translation. Let it touch. Now it's twisting to the left. Oh my god. So it is still there, but it's reversed to the EC135. Oh my god, it's so confusing. This airport is YMBT. I should just put it. I should just put it in the car police. I've changed the time of day. I've just moved it earlier in the day so that I've got daylight. But you can fly day or night, whatever you like. I also changed the weather because I wanted to be able to test some of this business here that I'm finding, which is a little bit concerning. Madbox, hello, but that YMBT is the ICAO code for the airport we're at. This is Mount Beauty in Eastern Victoria. Thank you, Big Al. This is one of my favourite airports for testing because it's pretty. It's just the right size for testing, and yeah, I don't really like testing at international airports. I find them all big and grey and boring. Okay, so I'm going to try and lift here. Just let's see what it wants to do. Whoa. So I had a bit of a problem. Yeah, here it is. It's going to try and, yeah, it wants to go left now. So there is definitely a problem here. It was more so the other way, but it's a little bit here as well. Yeah, there it is. It starts to turn right when one skid hits the ground. So that's not quite right. It's just been a problem with the H125 forever. Well, not forever, since about Sim Update 3. And it's been a problem now. It's now a problem. Oh, God, sorry, this is terrible. Now a problem also in the in the EC135. So we'll try it here as well. Look into the distance, that building, and now just let the collective down until one skid touches. Keep the pedal still. And it didn't do it that time very much. I'll try one more time. Doesn't do it every time. There it goes. It wants to turn left when one skid touches, so it's a bit wrong. Interesting. Okay, let's just do a little circuit. Didn't really check if anyone was coming the other way. I'm going to see if I can overspeed the blade. This is basically what I've been doing every time. My sounds have not loaded properly or are being messed up by the multiplayer kind of action. It's just a bit of a traditional annoyance for me at the moment. Okay, that's good. We need a bit of left pedal. That's correct. Otherwise, that's looking pretty coordinated, that turn. MDAG. X. Was that you who was asking before? Madbox? Or maybe that's a different person. Mako 6. So great to have you along in your H500. So all of these helicopters are working just fine on elevated platforms, and that is such a relief. So annoying for so long. Alright, so what have I got here? Oh, how do I trigger the No. I thought I had a specific binding to... There it is. Oh, it's going to be a conflict with... Oh, I can live with it. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get myself down to idle here so I can practice an auto. I won't do an auto this time. I'll just see if I can overspeed the rotor by descending too fast. Oh, Timul Shiwa, sorry that you can't join us today. Alright, so what I should be getting here is a doot 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 overspeed. In fact, it's hardly touched it at all. Yeah. A little bit suspicious about the... I'm very suspicious about how bad the sound is, because it's got something to do with multiplayer. I don't know how to fix it. I haven't heard anyone else complain about this either, so I don't know what it is in my system that's doing this. There you go, it's car, please, the other way. Hello, and your H125. Oh, Rudy and that awesome caribou. Is it actually, are you actually in a caribou? Because that does look so great. Alright, so I'll try an auto this time, although I'm not super hopeful for very realistic behaviour. I mean, I could hardly overspeed the road at that time. Don't know. I mean, what we would hope to see when you're doing a steep descent and you're going too fast is that, and you're trying to slow down and you're trying to lift the nose and you're trying to like lower the collective, is that you end up with too much energy in your rotor system and you're overspeeding the rotor and you can't really slow down. You have to sort of go around and do it slower. So not very sensible piloting here. So I'll try an auto, but I'll need to climb a bit higher for that. Might have to cheat again with slew. Oh god, the cost of everything. I've spent $190 US to get the restreaming so that I can stream to both platforms. I looked at my advertising earnings for my last YouTube live stream and it was like $6 or something from the ads. $6. Gonna have to do a lot of streams to get Restream to pay for itself. Okay, so let's start playing this quite high up now, so I might think about cutting this about now. So got that on idle. Don't know what's going on with that audio, it's terrible. Yoop! Right. Don't get too fast. Collectives on the floor. The rotor speed's just very slightly going up. Not enough. Barely. I mean, look how fast I'm coming in here. No, this H125 is not really doing the goods. The best auto I've had today is in the Cow and RS66. Oh, hello. Look how fast it's going. This is nuts. Is it on idle? Yes. This is supposed to be an auto rotation. I'm going to take up the whole runway. Get out of my way. I wasn't able to climb over you. I was doing an auto. Who was that? I use Toby eye tracker. Tim or Shiwa. Oh, now I'll get the horn. No kidding. I should have been overspeeding it ages ago. Oh, did I remember to load it up? It seems to be loaded, doesn't it? I use the Toby eye tracker, which has got new controls in Sim Update 5, which is fantastic. In fact, there's one I've been meaning to change. I can only get that far into the panel, so there's a control for that. So what they've finally done with the Toby eye tracker is they've separated the yaw with the tilt, because I wanted that to be more sensitive and I wanted that to be less sensitive, and I finally achieved it. So because they have changed these sensitivity settings for the Tobii. I don't know why I've got two of them, but hardware settings. Oh, because it's not that one. It's this one. Hardware settings. So it's cut off in here again. Sometimes it is cut off. Sometimes it's not. I don't quite understand that either. So head tracking limit. Wasn't that? It's that. I needed that to go higher. There we go. So now I can lean in a bit further. So the head tracking limit position, that one. So that one I just needed to get a bit higher so I can lean a bit more into the panel. Yeah, that's good. So I much appreciate this new sensitivity system for the Tobii eye tracker. Much better, much better, much better. Well, SimUpdate 5 has been exciting, hasn't it? Lots of stuff going on. Not all of it good. The 407 is diabolical, but lots of other good stuff going on, though. What shall I test now? What shall I test now? So the H125, not super impressed with. Someone asked about the H500 before. Have I tried that since the update? Yeah, so just a question there from Antebellum regarding the world update. I'm super excited about it because I'm biased. So I'm very happy whenever there's anything to do with New Zealand or Australia. Oh, hang on, I don't want to be in this state. I want to be on the runway. Sorry about this. So just try this again. It's night time. I need to change everything. So anyway, we'll try that one more time. So on the ground, set as departure and ready for takeoff. And we'll just change the time of day over there again. Fine, I've still got that 12 knots wind coming in. I haven't seen the official list of airports yet, which I'm a little bit confused about. So they normally put it in a post because when they did it in the live stream, they only showed some of the airports that they're doing. So, but not all of them, I believe. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the complete list is. And yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so that'll be cool. All right, so trusty old 500C left and considerable. Oh, look at it! What a dream! I don't even. Yeah, it's just muscle memory just flies it for me now. I hardly even need to think about it. What a dream! Such a great add-on. Best helicopter in MSFS 2024. And I will do a little turnabout a point here, just to show off how thrilled I am with it. Even with the tailwind, this is still easy. I was popping up now, but there we go. Beautiful. Taugs Hangar, you bunch of legends. Such a great machine. So, you know, if I repeat some of those tests I was doing earlier, right? So, oh, that caribou's so good. Looking down here. Oh, let's get that input viewer, hey, so I can just test it all out properly. Onto the ground, please. Are you going to spin around? Oh, actually, maybe you are. But, you know, I'll get the input viewer. Sorry about that. I'll just do it properly. Input viewer. Get you over here, and I'm just going to, as usual, try to remember to get the helicopter loaded up. Too many screens. Put you over there. No, it's too far. Over here. That's okay. Oh, the type still says RC6. Sorry, I'll just leave it. It's too late now. Might make this my last test. And what am I doing? I'm loading it up. Loading it up. So get you all full, and you, I think that's already full, so that's fine. Load. Okay, make it nice and heavy is usually better for testing. So this is a crosswind, takeoff. More left pedal required and more left cyclic required. That's good. We're heavier. And and we've got the wind coming through. Which side is the It's on my side, so the rotor should be in... Is it a puller or a pusher? I thought it was a pusher, but this seems to need more left pedal now. So if I come around into the wind... less is required, that's what you'd hope for, and come around to this one, and this should be even more. Yes. Good. Okay, perfect. So it's a pusher rotor, tail rotor, and the most that's required, the most tail rotor that's required is when I've got the wind coming from my right, and that seems to be correct there. It seems to be about 60% there, and just going back over here again, that's... Well, we're assisted with a tailwind, sorry, a headwind here, so the vertical stabilizer becomes more useful. So that looks like about 40%, that's great. And go and look at Tashi over on that side. Try not to cross the runway and get probably knocked over by a caribou. And this one looks like about 50% required on the left pedal. So that's really great. That's really great. Very stable and predictable. Beautifully set up, beautifully configured. Taugs hanger, you bunch of legends. Alright, so let's do a little circuit. Nothing required here at all to get it going, just a little bit of nose down, off we go. That bit of transverse flow effect coming from FS Realistic Plus. I've got the sounds turned down. Taugs hanger, yeah, they not the strongest developer in terms of sounds, but everything else is wonderful, so we'll just turn up the FS Realistic Plus for this, so we get airflow. I think they're trying to improve the sounds. I know they certainly did it in their big update for the 500, did a good job with addressing the sounds. Oh, you're biased there too, Antebellum, yeah, every night you fly over Australia. What a country. Dick Smith's flying heli got me into checking out the country from the air. Brilliant. That's good to hear. Dick Smith and that round-the-world helicopter. What type was that again? Was that a AS350? Or a Bell? I can't remember now. What type was the Dick Smith helicopter? Ooh, quite a bit of left pedal required downwind here. Why would that be? Oh, it was a 206, sorry. Oh yeah, one of the add-on packs has it as a livery, doesn't it? Is it in the Cowan Sim pack? Oh, one I do want to check out. I do want to check out the oh, his name's just gone out of my head. The 206 developer in X-Plane. Going to try and check out that soon. Oh, Big Al. Horizon Simulation say they'll be doing a Moorabbin at some point. Excellent. Oh, about time that someone did it. I'm delighted that they want to do it. Alright. That shuttering and that blade slap is coming from... See, that overspeeds the rotor. Good! That's what I want. That's what I wanted from all the helicopters. And that blade slap and the shutter came from FS Realistic Plus. Hey, thanks for coming along and hanging out, people. I didn't know, just with doing this kind of stuff, if people wanted to fly together or just come and hang out and just throw your helicopters around. It's all good. It's fun times. Carpless, Alois, MDAG, X, Mako. Oh, E-Corp, you literally only got this mod today. The Taugs Hanger 500C, yeah. Madbox. Okay, so why can't you see us? So I'm just going to paste the settings one more time. Sorry if you've already seen this, but let's do it one more time. You need to make sure that you've done all of these. One of the easiest ones to forget is when you do the flight conditions, you need to have multiplayer all set. Multiplayer all. I'm just going to do auto here. I'm not really concentrating very much on the flying, and the collective's not high enough, so I'm just going to just cheat and get some height on here. Whoa, sorry. How's the H160? You're asking me? I don't know. I don't fly it. Oh, I do have it, but I turn it off because I'm just suspicious about a couple of things about those hype helicopters. I think they mess up my multiplayer streams because I think the VRAM usage is excessive. Like maybe the LODs haven't been done properly, or haven't been done to 2024 standard. And I think they're unable to redo that aircraft now because they've lost a developer. I'm not sure. I'm speculating there. So I'm a little bit suspicious that the 145 and 160 don't play nicely with my multiplayer streams. So I've disabled them for now, and that's why we saw Ali before in a Bell 412 instead of the H160 that they were flying. So that's the situation there. All right, well, this looks good for an auto. Let's kill that engine. Let's get that nose down. Too fast, nose up. Overspeed, lift collective. So it does everything you want it to. Nose down to maintain speed. Oh, am I going to make it over these trees? I'll have to use the grass. Oh, so that was one of my worst autos. What did I do wrong there? Just try and review my performance. I think I just underestimated how much room I needed to get down. That was possibly the main problem. But then when I pulled a bit more collective to get over those trees, I was still going too slow. I maybe just needed to flare more to get more energy back into the rotor. So not enough room and not enough of a flare, I think, is what happened there. Yeah, Ali, it is good, but yeah, it's some, I mean, if you're starting out in helicopters, all of those automations are really fantastic, right? But I hunger for like manual flight as well. I mean, I like both. Oh, that carib is so damn good. Ah, oh, love it. Love it. Nice tight turn, Rudy. Love it. That is so good. Alright, so I'm going to try another auto, see if I can do a better job than that. You're going to join me in this, Mako? You're flying sideways there in your H500? You're doing a very successful job of maintaining a high speed sideways flight there, Mako. Well done. That's really good. Don't come in contact with the ground though, you'll flip over. Okay, right, auto. Sky Mega, the Cowan Sim 500E is not working very well. I am not enjoying how that machine is flying at the moment. I think there's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but it's like, even with the SAS off, it's still acting like there's some SAS on. It's very hard to stabilize. The 500E just needs another bit more work and it will be fine. All of his other, I think, all of his other helicopters from 2020 are working okay. Josh Cowan, but the 500E currently is not. So it's very, very, very tricky to fly at the moment. Very hard work. All of his 2020 helicopters have SAS now, so they're off by default, so it's only there if you want it. So it's just a row of buttons on the panel. And yeah, you can turn on SAS and then turn on a heading hold, an alt hold, a speed hold. So it's not a full axis autopilot or a 6-axis autopilot. It's just when you hold altitude, the collective then, it doesn't control the collective, so the collective then controls the speed. And when you've got speed hold on, the collective controls the altitude. Sky Mega, you like the fact that the 500E is hard? Is that what you're saying there? Okay, 60 knots on, cutting the engine. Rotor alert, I'm very high this time. Oh, it climbed beautifully. Okay, too fast, nose up. 70 knots. Overspeed rotor, collective up. Gliding now, 60 knots. I'm a lot higher than I was last time, but I still feel I'm going to clip those trees. Alright, just going to hope that we don't clip them. So, maybe because the helicopter's so heavy. Oh, I forgot to flare. So, okay, that was just, yeah, I knocked the tail off as well. Anyway, so that was a total mess. Hello, Rene, nice to see you. Another new face. Tim Shiwa, did I see Taug's stream yesterday about the state of their Dauphin? No, I did not. Although I was very cross to wake up in the morning to discover that I'd missed something spectacular. Yes, I missed it. So who saw Taug demonstrating the Dauphin yesterday? Also, just having a quick look ahead here and see if anyone else on Twitch is using helicopters, because they might get a raid. That'll be fun. So, is anyone at all using helicopters in MSFS 2024? Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 8th. I'm 8th most popular flights simmer on 2024 on Twitch right now. That's lovely. Thank you. There's an F-16. That's still not a helicopter. So apparently no one is flying a helicopter. Well, if you're not flying a helicopter, you're not going to get raided by me. So, yep, I'm checking them all and double checking them. Oh, there is one. Oh, no, it's me. Convene. We are at Mount Beauty in Eastern Victoria. What? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong code. YMBT. YMBT is the correct code, the second one. Eduardo, it was not recorded, so Taug gave a demonstration on his Discord, so it wasn't on Twitch or wasn't on YouTube, so it wasn't streamed anywhere. It was just streamed inside his Discord server. So yeah. So unfortunately, if you missed it, like I did, then you didn't see it. Oh, a nice little bunny hop you got going over there, MDAG. Oh, Charlie's here as well. Hello, Charlie. CarPlus, are you asking me why can I not see you? Might be your graphic settings, because I can see you. So I know you're here, I know you're connected correctly, but your graphic settings, you might just need to check other aircraft are on as well. Alright, I'm going to try. I've done 2 bad auto rotations now in the 500. So, can I do better? Now, it's giving me the effects like I've crashed into something. E-Corp. Hey, thanks. I will have a nice rest of my stream. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by and having a chat. I appreciate you. I will absolutely keep up the content. Thank you. Temel Shiwa, 8 variants. Are you talking about the Dauphin? What's YARA? Oh, Ararat? That's out near where you are, I'm guessing. Yeah, Temel Shiwa, so much copy difference between the US and French variants. Yes. So the Dolphin and the Dauphin are basically... Oh my god! Look at the YouTube chat. Taug's Hangar. I'm watching. I'll be judging. Thanks for dropping by, Taug. Just to add a little bit of pressure. I can't even find the airport now. That's not helping. It's over there. Okay. Wow. Great. Pressure's on. I'm going to crash your helicopter. So, Taug, everyone's very disappointed that they didn't see your stream. So, what have you got to say for yourself? You gonna record it next time, or put it on Twitch or YouTube, maybe? Or, hint, hint, Taug, maybe you could let me host a stream, and we could do it together. That'd be fun. No pressure or anything. Yeah, Big Al. So I've done 2 terrible autos. I've done a couple of decent autos tonight, but they weren't in this machine. I'm too low, by the way. So I'll have to do a very short range auto for this one. There's the runway. Oh dear, oh dear. Sky Mega. Kids got me a trial lesson in an R22 for your birthday. Nice, can't wait. What do you consider the most realistic heli in Simland? I've seen your Cabri lesson on YouTube. Yeah, the Cabri was great. Okay, so I'm surely high enough this time. Cutting the engine. Nose down. Collective down. I'm going a bit fast, so I'll just let a bit more of that speed come off by raising the nose. We're starting to get a rotor overspeed, lifting the collective. Keeping the runway in sight there. Bit more collective, nose a bit higher because we're getting it too fast. Right, so this is all looking much better this time in terms of my position. The helicopter's heavy, which is why I think alright, just concentrating, get that flare up here, pull that collective, get a flat. Oh dear, oh dear. How many feet per minute was that one? Wow, I used to usually do okay on this thing. I'll just try one more. The most realistic heli in Simland Sky Mega is this one. So I'm not saying that just because Taug is here. Taug, hello. I'm not saying this because you're here. I already said it in the stream today before you said hello. The 500C and OH6A twin pack is the best helicopter in MSFS 2024. And you can quote me. So, of course, it depends what you want. You know, if you're someone who really wants that sort of stabilized big helicopter with sort of fun kind of built-in activities like sling loads and bits and pieces, you've got the MH60 pack, of course. So it depends on your needs. But in terms of the most realistic helicopter, in hover, I already showed. Whoa! Already showed you. Already showed you the hover performance in this compared to some of the other helicopters that I've been testing today. And I'm pretty confident that this has performed the best today. The Cowan R66 I think is holding up really well. Graphically, maybe not the most impressive one out there, but I think it performed really nicely today. I love that sound pack from Immersive Audio for the R66. I think it's just one of the best things you can get if you've got if you like R66s. Why am I not concentrating on this turn properly? Just reset that. Okay, that's better. I feel like I'm crabbing along here a bit. I'm going to try one more auto. So that time my flare was not very good, so you should try and do a bit better this time. Almanta Blanca, hello to you in whatever fixed-wing aircraft that is. Oh, nice dramatic turnout there. Is that a Cessna tail dragger or something? So Tasha, you've had a good auto following me. It must be me that's broken today. I could believe that. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe that's going to be my lame excuse. Okay, I've got heaves to height this time. This helicopter has been set quite heavy, so that could be a factor here. I like that water effect kicking up behind the 500 with floats, I think it was. I can see that on the water. I'm so high up now. I've got 65 knots on. We know we're going to make the runway from up here. So drop in the collective, get that rotor speed back. Too fast, more nose up. Now we get the overspeed, so bring up the collective. So I think my positioning here is fine, 70 knots, a little bit fast. Oh, Rudy's ass off is gonna... Alright, okay, so I finally done it. Still a bit hard, but what was that, about 300 or 400 feet per minute? But that was the best I've had in this yet. I think it's because it's so heavy, and it's really challenging me. I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to kick a couple of people out. This will be easier. Is it possible to turn on aircraft collision in multiplayer? That would be good. That would be good? What do you mean good? That would be terrible. We'd all have to fly properly. That's impossible. It's never going to happen. Sky Mega, we do not want collision in multiplayer. But seriously, I mean, if you were practicing formation flight, it'd be a good challenge to have that on, but I don't want it with all of this chaos going on, that's for sure. Look at all these great helicopters just hanging out today. I didn't even publish this. It's just people just show up. Thank you. Appreciate having you all along. The Dauphin is so evolved it seems to even fly with fixed blades. Taug. Why? What do you mean? Ooh, nice power turn there in the Chinook MDAG. That was awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to climb up here. I'm going to try and do another... Hang on, what? Am I on autopilot? Am I going to do... I guess I'm doing another auto. That was a good one, says Taug. You talking about me and my auto? It was alright, it's a bit heavy. Didn't save quite enough rotor RPM for the touch, but it wasn't too bad. It was good and flat. Didn't do a tail strike. I did a tail strike on the first one, or the second one. I've lightened the load this time, so I think it's going to be a little bit easier. Oh, the fixed blades was a little bug during the dev stream yesterday. Oh, yeah. Well, I dare say it's probably already fixed, knowing Taug. Let's look at where's the runway. There we go. Oh, that runway is busy, isn't it? All those helicopters down there. Good on yous. Great use of Australian and New Zealand English, that. Good on yous. Gee, how high did I get this time? This is mad. This is never going to work. This is going to be terrible because I've lightened the load. It climbed much faster because I wasn't paying attention. Sharon, or Sharon, thank you for the flying. Be careful, you may end up starting a new trend this time of day. Yeah. Hey, thanks for hanging out, people. I'm really grateful for it. I've had heaps of concurrence too on YouTube. It's actually been quite popular. That's awesome. Hey, seriously, I'm thrilled. By the way, I'm not even paying attention to my flying at all, so I thought I'd try and lose height because I was so ridiculously high that time. Taug, in case you're wondering, this blade slap is coming from FS Realistic Plus. And the shaking as well. Do a corkscrew auto. Just doing a straight in auto is being challenging enough. Thank you for the suggestion, Taug. Oh boy. Taug, there is, you know this already, but there is a massive amount of excitement about these this Dolphin and Dauphin twin pack. By the way, I also love it that every project of yours ends up being a twin pack because you are ambitious for helicopter flight simulation, and we are grateful to you for that. There is a serious rotor overspeed, so let's fix that. You might get your corkscrew auto wish here. I feel, given the performance of this machine today, that I'm probably going to make it down to the end of the runway. There is a huge amount of excitement about the Dolphin and Dauphin twin pack. Okay, rotor. Sorry, it's the reverse of what I meant to do there. Alright, let's see if we can get a decent flare going this time. Actually, a bit less aggressive in the flare. Nose down. Whoa! Oh, dear, oh dear. That was worse than the last one, even though it's lighter. Why can't I auto-rotate the 500 today? Big Al spinning out there in your 500. Awesome. What did you do there? Oh, I'm going to take off sideways just to be an idiot. Except I can't see. It wants to corkscrew around. Hey, hey, Taug, you still here? Oh, you think I'm flaring too early? Sure, fair enough. Yeah. Taug, if you're still here, I'm going to demonstrate the secret feature to do with the pilot's door. I think you know what that is. But I'm going to do it on the next pass. Eduardo, FS Realistic does make it more dramatic. Yeah, when I touch the ground, it shakes the camera around and gives those sound effects, which I like. It actually gives you a bit more visual feedback about what your landing was like, and I think that's a really good feature. Really strong feature of FS Realistic Plus. I think the more senses of the flight simmer that you can engage with your simulation, and I'm talking about any kind of developer here, be it aircraft or sound or camera, anything that you can do to engage all of the senses of your flight simmer, or more of, the better their flight simulation experience will be and the more they will learn. So, you know, if you get sound to help you with airflow, then it gives you a sense of about, you know, overspeed, like that blade slap tells me that I was descending a bit too much, so I control that a bit better then with the collective. You know, I just get more input, sensory inputs, and it really helps me fly better. That's what I think. Although, you know, I'm not doing an amazing job today. So let's try this again, but without the overly early flare. Collective goes on the floor, maintaining 60 knots. That's getting a bit fast now. Nose up, nose up, nose up. Sorry, fix up that overspeed in the blade and the rotor. So here I am trying to do an auto whilst also keeping track of the chat, so this is me making lame excuses again. 60 knots. Or 65 actually. This approach seems okay. It's still very steep though. It wants to... Yeah, I'll talk about more about that in a sec. Okay, flaring too late, so too early. Okay, flare, pull left. Alright, that was by far the best auto. So taking, whose advice was it again? Who told me to do it a bit later? Sky Mega. So I took your advice there and I think we got a bit better that time. Thanks, Eduardo. So I'm going to show you a feature about the Taug's Hangar 500C that some of you might not know about. Okay, so there's my exterior view. I'm going to set it all up properly, so we'll get downwind. I'll do a long upwind and then I'll do a downwind so that I can show you what I think is a really fun feature. Taug's Hangar, the last auto was very good. Yes. Thank you. Look, you made me smile. Oh boy. You should try doing an auto whilst also trying to host a stream and read the text chat. And anyway, it's good. It's good fun. I like using all the parts of my brain all simultaneously. Right, so we're going to try the secret feature, which is not that secret, but I bet lots of people here don't know about it. So, beautiful coordinated turn, nice and sensible. We're still climbing. We're in the green torque arc. Everything's fine. Airport labels, aircraft labels, CarPlus, try Alt 2. Alt 2. Okay. Okay, so here's the door, which I'm now going to open in flight. There we go. Haha, fine, we're all fine. There we go. Lovely. Flying. Oh, hello, what's happened to my door? Maybe I wasn't supposed to open it in flight. Hey, I'm getting a bit of a weird thing here. I'm not getting very much tail rotor response. Let's just pop outside here. What? I don't have a tail rotor? How did that happen? Possibly because I opened the door. The door flew off and took off my tail rotor. So, what's it like to fly an H500 with no tail rotor? Answer, if you keep the speed up, it's actually kind of the same. So I've got 60 knots on right now. I've got an H500C with no tail rotor. So this classifies as an emergency. So what do you suppose I need to keep in mind as I try to approach? I've still got an engine, so I've still got power. What do you think is the most important thing while controlling a helicopter that has no tail rotor? I'm still leaning on the pedals. Obviously no point in doing that. Got no pedal response. I really haven't had people complaining about that so much, so most people don't know it's a thing. This thing that I'm demonstrating. KR Customs, find something soft to aim for. Funny, but Gary is correct. Forward speed, Neil, forward momentum, correct. Does anyone want to explain why is it important to keep up my forward airspeed when I've got no tail rotor? Careful applying collective, yeah, well you don't want you do want to be careful with that, that's for sure. So I've still got good collective response here. So I'm keeping my forward airs. In fact, I've got too much airspeed right now, if anything. Sky Mega, thank you. The tail fin keeps me straight. So we've got a good tail fin there, and that is, if I keep up the forward airspeed, which I've got way too much of right now, it just keeps my direction just nicely here. Danny Rice, we are at Yankee Mike Bravo Tango in Eastern Victoria, YMBT. So here I am bringing in my tail rotorless machine. I've still got 80, 70, 60. Oh dear, much too hard. Wow, no! Oh no, I've messed it up. Now I've got nothing. And that's exactly what you'd expect would happen. Well, alright, let's just try that again. So I was just, what happened there? I let it bounce. I just needed a bit more collective in the last. I was a bit too fast as well. Oh dear, I haven't practiced that for ages. In fact, I've never practiced it. Alright, let's just try and set it all up again. This time we'll try and not go quite so fast. Okay, so not quite so fast this time. 70, 60, 50. There we go. Oh, I might have spun it around there a bit. I think I was turning a little bit too much, like in the end. Can you tell me how to get the door back on after this? Yeah, restart your flight. I don't think. Oh, can we repair all damages, Taug? Does that work? Repair all damage? Maybe not. Yeah, no tail rotor. Near perfect, Matt. Yeah, I was just skidding around to the right there, so I think we probably would have walked away from that, but I could maybe have been a bit more decisive with just getting onto the pavement a bit faster, and it might have been a bit better. 60 concurrent viewers at a time that's not my normal time, and then 6 on Twitch as well. You absolute beauties hanging out with me on this silly occasion. Okay, I'm about to wind it, people, so if anyone would like to ask anything else about helicopters, panic 7, yeah, no kidding. I'll just turn my rotor off here for my slightly broken 500. Can't you repair it if you stop the heli? I think you have to restart the flight. Maybe Tao could tell me if he's still here. I'll just get the ground crew to push it over here a bit. There you go. Thanks, ground crew. Restart the flight if you lost your tail rotor. Correct. Thank you. Look at all these helicopters all buzzing around like angry hornets. Like one might say, super frelon. By the way, that's not inside knowledge. I was just joking because I just happened to mention hornets. Then I thought of the super frelon helicopter. Probably not one very high on people's wish lists, although I'm sure Taug has seen every single wish of every single helicopter that's ever been built in history. I don't propose that we're likely to see a super frelon anytime soon. Oh, it still came back with the door off. Well, Sky Mega, if that happens, I would just open up your tablet down here and put it back on with this. And there's the door back on, but I still don't have a tail rotor. Okay, so I'm shutting down, but I'll stay for a bit of a chat if anyone else wants to ask anything. So we'll just let that cool down a bit. And just release. I have the release on this one. And there's that. What's happening to my pointer? There's 0. And then the helicopter starts powering down. Beautiful. Just turn this off. Anti-calls, whatever. Gen, whatever. Sky Mega, you just found out it has a tablet. It's got a tablet. Imagine if I told you, no, you've broken it forever now. You're never putting that tail rotor back on. Is there any way to see the pilot from inside the 500? Big Al, have you got chase plane? Depends which view you use. I think chase plane, it all turns off. Although, have they fixed that now as well? Yeah, the pilot seems to be visible again in chase plane. Stearman, does anyone fly the Shrike 530F? Is that the... Which one's the Shrike? Shrike 530F. Oh, is that... It's a E, right? It's a 500E? Well, it's not, because it's called a 530F. So what makes it a 530F? It's just the military version. Yeah, Big Al. At some point, maybe just update your chase plane, Big Al, and just see if that makes any difference. Because I think mine's now visible from the exterior. Chase. Sorry, I'm stuck in that building. So the pilot's visible there. They weren't before. And if I go inside, then... Oh, maybe this is what you mean. Maybe the pilot... Yeah, there's no pilot again. Right. I think it's a chase plane thing. So, not sure if Taug's going to be able to help you with that one, but, yeah. Hey, why's my rotor still going? Because I haven't used the rotor brake, that's why. There we go, just got that on a controller here. Is that working? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Blackbird. Maybe I can see the pilot inside the Huey. With chase plane? I doubt it. But if I'm wrong, tell me, please. Oh, look at that beautiful classic. Heli-Lift Australia, McDermott Aviation. Oh, why can't we have a 212? Everyone always wants something. Nice to see multiple Taurus helicopters in the stream and one single Taurus as well. Big out. You've got a Victoria Police Dauphin at the Moorabbin Air Museum. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe because I've never been to that museum. That's pretty poor work, isn't it? Big Al, are you involved with that museum? And this is the new one, isn't it? This is the new Stranger Things Huey. Oh no, it's not, is it? Because it doesn't have the... Actually, how can I tell? Would there be any exterior queue? That's called Bell UH-1H Iroquois Rescue Hoist. Oh yeah, so that makes it the Stranger Things one, right? Yeah. No kidding, Tao. You've got the Victoria Police Dauphin livery coming. Wow. That's awesome. Winch in the door. Yeah, that's right. Of the Huey, that is. Yeah. Oh, here's Mako. Let's judge Mako's approach here. How you going, Mako? Let's judge your approach. Oh, my camera's not fast enough. A low, fast approach from Mako 6, a valued community member. Did you just call Tiago? Classic. Mako 6 comes through again. There he goes. Woohoo! In your spearmint flavoured your spearmint flavoured 500. Oh, so good. Hey, it's been real fun tonight, people. Thanks for hanging out. Endag. I still prefer the slower panning ones. Oh, you're going sideways again. You're just showing off, which I approve of. Yeah. Identity crisis. How does the Taurus 500 compare to the Cowan Sim? Well, at the moment, the Cowan Sim's a 2020 helicopter. That's your first thing. Second thing, identity crisis is that, unfortunately, the 500E from Cowan is actually not flying very nicely at the moment. It's got some kind of issue in the SAS, which is engaged even when you don't want it to, I think. And I end up fighting it a lot. I'm finding it very hard to find any stability in the 500E. Very hard to fly, very hard to cruise. The trim's very hard to get right. He'll fix it, but at the moment, I can't recommend the 500E. It's probably a frustrating experience, but I'll definitely check it out again when he releases a new version, which can't be too far off. He's very diligent about keeping the customers happy with the updates that he does. So, yeah, so you'll see. I think it'll come right eventually. Let's get that battery off. Down you go. That was awesome. Yeah, Tashi, nice to have you along today. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will have to check out Ararat sometime, evidently, won't I? Oh, sorry, Eduardo. Have you tried the Dreamfoil Bell 206 for X-Plane? Besides the 500C, it's the only aircraft I've flown lately. It's amazing. Look forward to your review. Yeah. I have got in touch with Fred, isn't it? Fred. And I hope to cooperate on that soon. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm enthusiastic, Eduardo, to answer your question. I'm very enthusiastic to try out the Bell 206 from Dreamfoil. A very highly regarded machine for sure. Gary, is Cowan Sim still working on the AW139? I was not aware that they were working on an AW139. If I were to speculate, I would guess that Josh would probably want to do something pretty simple after the S76, which I think was very challenging. And then there's also the converting the... Yeah, I imagine he'll probably choose one of the existing 2020 fleet to offer an upgrade for 2024. I don't know which one it would be. Probably not the H125 because there already is one. Probably not the 500E because there's already a 500C. So what does that leave? The Bell 206, that'd be great if it were updated. What does that leave? What else am I missing that Josh might do? I'm speculating here. I don't know. I don't have inside knowledge. He hasn't told me, so I don't know. Oh, the 222, of course. The 222. That would be nice to have updated for 2024. He's not made a 212, a 412, or a 429, although it'd be great to have those things. We've got a freeware 429, which is fun for a free add-on, but it's free, so we don't expect the highest functionality. It's got higher functionality than the current state of the Bell 407 inside inside Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is an absolute abomination. It's just embarrassing. It's just terrible that any builds. Seriously, how did that happen? Yeah, so on your that's your wish list, Gary. The 212, the 412, and the 429. Yeah, well, hang on. Did we not get? Was it you, Gary, who was saying that a 412 is in play with Sarah Sim? Yeah, the BR105, that can't be far off. I think they're... are they in beta? I'm not quite sure, but it can't be far off. Roger Ceramic Sim. I'm sure you mean Sarah Sim, but that one. It's got a good old autocorrect helping you out there. There you go. Excited for the BR105. The developer is Stratoware, and then it got sort of absorbed into Miltech. So Stratoware and Miltech cooperated to finish it off. Yeah, a good 407 would be good. I can't imagine... yeah, someone joked before maybe Nemeth could do it. I don't know if there would be some restriction on trade regarding that. I'm speculating. I've got no idea. Sim, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of those, and who knows, maybe there could be a surprise drop coming from someone. One comes out of the blue. None of us had heard about the MI2 before, maybe about 3 or 4 months ago. So that sort of almost came out of the blue. They've been working on that for about 18 months at least, I think, maybe 2 years even. Have I tried Fly Insight's 206? I have not. I've not tried any of the 206 aircraft until I know that that they're working nicely in 2024, because I want to do them justice, because I know Rhoda Rick and that all the team want their aircraft to be represented fairly and comprehensively, and I would love to have a look at that once I know for sure that it works nicely in 2024, or that it's been there's been some sort of compatibility upgrade or something. So I'm just not too sure about that. So I'm looking forward to their Gazelle though. That's obviously 2024, so that'll be along soon, hopefully. So they're working on that now. That's going to be fun. Yeah, G-Flow. There was some sort of error with the website, and the Gazelle went on sale when it wasn't supposed to, and people put money on it, and now he's got to make it good or something. So that was a bit of a disaster. They released it by accident. Yeah, well, it wasn't even... There was nothing to download though, was it? It was just on sale, and then no one got anything. So I think it was just a bit of a mistake. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Thanks, Tashi. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you're on Twitch, you could follow. That'd be I'd be grateful for that. I should see if there's anyone to raid on Twitch, and I'm only going to raid someone if they're flying helicopters. So I'll just refresh my MSFS 2024. 100%. Then when we were told no refunds, yeah, G-Flow, that was a very strange situation. Look, I don't know. I suppose he could make it good by releasing a really good Gazelle and for you to then be able to enjoy that product. So, yeah, a real pity what happened there. A real pity. Okay, I have spotted someone on Twitch who appears to be flying a helicopter. So that's promising. It looks to be an H125. Yeah, G-Fly, you'd have to have some confidence that they were going to make good, wouldn't you, on that whole situation by staying faithful, you know, despite what happened. Real pity for everyone, I'm sure. Oof, dear, oh dear. Okay, so I've got looks like I've got a French H125 pilot there, and I've got a, who's this flying? Oh yeah, it looks like they're having a bit of a go. Are they actually talking? They're having a go with the H125 and the crop spraying, but it looks like they've got all the assist switched on because it's a very very stable looking flight model with the H125 there. Yeah, you're still... Oh, okay, so you should be logged there for the beta there, G-Fly. I hope so. I hope you get satisfaction with that soon. That would be fair. Most of these Twitch streams are people just looking at their FMC and an airliner. Boring. Joking, joking, I'm joking. But boring. No, I'm joking. So, yes, alright, I'm not sure anyone gets rated today. I've only got 3 viewers left on Twitch anyway. Well, this has been an absolute delight having people just show up. And yeah, Big Al, glad that you're getting, you're pleased with the ground effect situation in SU5. The landing challenges are a bit more enjoyable now because you don't get flying off the platform anymore. That was very annoying. I'm a bit suspicious that some of that twisting behaviour on one skid still seems to be present in the H125 and maybe in the EC135 as well. Although maybe it's not quite as consistent as it used to be, so maybe it's been partially fixed. Big Al, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I really enjoyed it as well. Been really great. Carpless, years ago, we had our police hello, a Bell 222, lose its tail rotor. Oh dear. It had to land at 120 knots. Minor injuries. Ooh, 120 knots. Wow. So they weren't able to, were they able to land at an airport? G-Flow. Anyone else having issues with the no anti-torque input needed on the Cowan helis and Taug's Huey, the non-free one, in 2024? No anti-torque input needed. G-Flow, I would test that for you now, but I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, so I'm calling it after this. So I'll check that next time. I'll check that next time. We'll have our test pilot Tuesday next week. Big Al, yeah, you're waiting for the big update tomorrow for sim update. Sorry, world update, whatever they're up to, 17 or something, which is Australia. Maybe they'll get all of the neighbourhood around Moorabbin sorted out. Maybe you get some nice photogrammetry down there as well. My place is already in photogrammetry because I live a little bit closer into the centre of Melbourne, I suspect. So I'll be the beneficiary of photogrammetry in Melbourne. So yeah, no, I really hope that you are pleased with what comes out. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come out. I still think I've not seen the official list of airports that they're adding. So anyway, that'll be along hopefully soon, and I can have a look at that. If anyone knows that it has definitely been released, have they put anything in the Discord? Oh, okay, so there's someone else sending me a nice message on Discord. Help out with something. That's good. Thank you for that. What am I doing? I'm trying to go to MSFS Discord. But I can't find it because I'm just having possibly a bit of a mental slowdown at... oh my god, it's 11:15. Do you know what? I can find out tomorrow what the situation is with the airports that have been listed. So I am definitely going to call it now. People, I'm really grateful you coming to hang out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again. Test Pilot Tuesday. I'm thinking we might have to call it. See you again another time soon. See you later, people. Take care.